Hello, everyone. We're back. It's D&D day. It's Friday.
Heck yeah.
It's a good day. We're vibing.
I've been singing like the very first part of like the Friday chorus by Rebecca Black.
Oh no.
Like no other part of the song, just the It's Friday part.
It's Friday.
No, there was no second Friday. It was just the one Friday.
Wait, really? Oh, thank you for the follow, friend. And my notifications are working properly this time.
Hell yeah! It's a good sign.
Hooray! Love that. But hi, welcome to, congrats, you're now an Extronaut. Here's your patch. Have a seat or sit or lay down in the back of the ship. I don't care what you do. Just don't break anything or turn on the bear conditioning.
Why would you say that?
Now I have to.
No,
Yeah,
I
why
just
did you say that? Now we literally have to.
I just duct taped it closed, guys. How could you do this?
You drew attention to it.
This is your fault.
It was supposed to be reverse psychology. I'm not.
No.
Well, it worked.
Please
Turn it off. You should have begged us.
Yeah, actually, please give me the bears. I
More
require.
bears?
Yes, please. Oh, give me the bears. I need nothing but the bears. I do. Oh my God, it's bears.
Right, it wasn't he asked. I'm not receptive to hints at all.
Oh no!
Just
Wait, the
keep
bears.
in mind, the more bears we throw,
The bears haven't done enough. Hold on.
Let me go
The
increase
more
the bear
bears
counter.
we fight
Hold
eventually.
on. Bear counter.
Hold on.
Oh no.
There we go.
Doug is adding bears to the bear counter.
There we go.
I don't remember where the bear counter is. I'm just gonna make up a
God.
number. What do you guys think sounds good? 15?
15. Hold on. So many
Nothing a
bears.
fireball tricks.
It true?
You're right. 15 fireproof bears.
Oh no.
Gotta fix the economy. Can't have the bears not be.
Oh
Can't
man.
have them get taken out by a single fireball.
Oh man. Anyway, so we have lots of bears, but we also have introductions to do. So, Chameleon, I think it's your turn.
What's up? I'm Shaman. I stream exclusively on the Finny the Great VT channel now. I mean, it's kind of always been that way, but I mean...
You're my
I
co-streamer
play
now.
Whoop, I need to go to the landing page. So I can get my photo up.
He's gotta push the button.
Ooh.
I play a character known as Civ Rampart. He is edgy, he is rune knighty, and I wish I had hair as good as his. And he likes pulling levers that can, jumpstart the dead.
Good idea.
So let's do that again.
Ah.
MK, on to you.
Oh hi, I'm MKPrince. I play the Kenku sorcerer by the name of Tornrobe. Yes, he's the guy whose entire slogan with his magic is "Wait, I could do that!" And he's just trying to figure it out as he goes along. Next.
Oh yeah, I'll
I was
get your
gonna-
character art. There you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where is he? There he is.
I saw Shaman thinking about it.
Tornrobe is the coolest.
He's
He's
very
okay.
cool. I love
Very
him.
burb-like.
He's a very funny burb. I like him very much.
Burb.
Look, he's great. I love him.
Well, with that, hello everyone. My name is Swoftsheep, your friendly neighborhood sheep tuber. I love all things soft and sheep adjacent, and I play the tiefling paladin, Verity Rosewater. She is very pink. She's got a couple. I don't remember if it's left click or right click.
Right.
Oh, I'm on the wrong button. There you go.
I was like, I don't remember.
I was still editing the bear counter.
But yeah, she's very pink. She likes hitting stuff, and she's looking for her brother, but we think maybe he's bad. We don't know how that's gonna play out yet, and by we I mean me. But she's very cool.
She's very cool, and I like her a lot. And she has a cool, smacky halberd. I forgot the
She
word
uses-
halberd for a second.
She uses funny flower magic, like that's fun.
She also loves eating things that are burnt to a crisp, which is
That-
fantastic for Finny's character.
That is only half true. It's not so much she loves it as she can subsist on it, and it's easy to carry.
But I thought you liked my cooking.
Like is a strong word.
And with that, we should probably enlighten the world as to who my character is. Hold on, let me get very
Get
self-important
Verity
here.
out of the way.
Yeah, just bye. Anyway, I love her and I would never throw her. Mwah. Anyway, hi everybody. If you don't know me already, you should, because I am Finny the Great VT, Finny the Great Art, whatever you want to call me, I don't care at this point. I am everybody's favorite little extronaut, and that's all that matters. And also, wait, that's not all that matters, because I have the wonderful and beautiful Princess Euphemia VRO.
You got it, or you need me to help you?
No, that's my character sheet. Oh, you did the thing right, and I didn't.
You did it wrong.
I did do it wrong. You're so right. But there she is in all of her beautiful glory. She is a funny princess that is very much lost in this world, and I don't know how she's lived this long, but somehow she has. She's a celestial warlock, and she does funny eldritch slashes, which she has 2 of now. I'm very excited. I'm so wired today.
What is
Nice.
she doing? Her best.
She is! She's doing her best, and I love her. Mwah.
That's all anyone can do.
Yes, agree. Big agree. Anyway, there is somebody else that we haven't introduced. Doug!
I got my own drum roll. Hi, I'm Doug. I'm the dungeon master on these parts. I'm the one in charge of narrating what happens to these unfortunate souls here today, and I've made this whole setting, and we'll see how they go. What they get up to today.
The
It's
ever
gonna be great.
unfortunate party.
It's not been good, like, ever, really.
But what if we weren't unfortunate?
You know what that means. We've had this discussion. It's
Listen.
going to happen in Check's wristwatch. 3
Listen.
sessions.
Listen, guys, don't worry. I gave him a drum roll, therefore he should be partial to us because we made him feel great, and therefore he should not make us
I don't think that would work
That's
on me,
how that
but I don't
works.
know if it would work on Doug.
Hey,
I'm
Doug.
allergic to drum rolls. What's up?
We just gotta drag out the RP like we always do, and we won't get to the bad part.
Yeah!
That's true. That's true.
We just spend the entire session yapping and never do any
You
plot.
can't die if you don't leave the tavern.
Oh my gosh. By the way, what is the plot for this game? I'm nailing the segues today.
Huh?
We need a recap.
Oh, yeah, that's what you should have asked.
Yeah, but that's MK's job.
That was too fancy.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
All right, MK, do you need me to give you any information, or do you know what you need to know?
No, I watched the previous episode beforehand, so I think I got a good grasp on it.
Cool. I didn't even know that was up.
On Twitch.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait a minute, is it?
Yeah.
I'm lazy.
So we started last round with being at Civ's dad's house, and there was a possible discussion of being somebody on the inside sabotaging the operation of protecting the city. While that happens, once the conversation ends, we all decide to hang out different places of the house. Verity, I think, goes to the garden.
Mm-hmm.
Garden.
Yep.
Shite, I don't remember where everybody else went.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Anyway, and then Civ asks Tornrobe for a ritual, which he does, and I gave everybody inspiration because of it.
It's good.
Subtle brag.
This is a good brag.
And
Good
then
brag,
everybody,
deserving.
and then everybody takes watch. I fuck up waking Verity up. Verity fucks up waking Civ up. Civ royally fucks up waking Euphemia up by literally pouring an entire duster's worth of dust onto her. And as revenge, we ended up talking an entire hour about Civ's baby pictures.
Literally happened.
Lovely.
Best revenge.
It was a good time.
It's okay.
Nothing went wrong. What do you mean?
Still had the emo hair.
Somehow. Okay, then we leave the house on our way to the South Gate, was it?
Yes, gatehouse.
The gatehouse. On our way, Verity spots a battle happening, and the only reason she decides to participate is because she sees another tiefling, which honestly is very relatable. We ended up getting shot at by some invisible men on the roof with arrows that you can sacrifice spell slots in order to take less damage to, which I have never seen. 2 people end up dying. One ends up running away. The other guy is over Civ's big-ass shoulder. What happened to him, actually? I didn't...
We'll get there.
All right, okay. So
I'll cover that when we get to the
we end up leaving the fight. We end up going to the gatehouse. In the gatehouse was a big, was it iron door?
Oh, the device?
Yeah.
It was just like an assortment of random metals. It was very precarious.
This alloy door. We go behind it, and there's this Rube Goldberg machine that we don't know what it does at first, but then it spits out this big-ass slag of metal that's coincidentally the same material as Civ's shield. Civ puts a shield in, the machine powers up, and as it turns out, it casts an entire protective bubble. And for the first time in I don't know how long, our party does not feel the rain anymore.
Huzzah!
But then the machine turns on, and somewhere in the middle there's a dead body that twitches. And that scares everybody. What else am I missing? Oh, we find a spice!
That you did? Did you find a spice? I don't remember which one it was, but you got one.
It was cilantro.
Yeah, that's pretty much
the
what
most
happened.
important part.
That was.
But we haven't found Abdul, so
We leveled up.
Oh yeah.
that did happen. You're right.
Yeah, you did do that. You got lucky.
Who the hell is Abdul?
And you don't remember Abdul? Everybody else here knows who
God,
Abdul
where
is.
is
Literally
Abdul?
everybody else knows.
He's a funny
Where could he
camel.
possible be?
He was Yellow's camel that has been lost.
Oh, right.
How did you
Yeah.
forget Yellow's camera? Come on.
Yellow's
I could
camel.
Listen, I forget until somebody mentions his name, and then I'm like, oh yeah.
I could never forget Abdul.
That's a pretty good summary. You guys walked back to town. We'll cover some of that stuff at the beginning of the session here. Yeah, do you have inspiration, Mr. Tornrobe?
No, I'm pretty sure I used it.
Well, you can have it back.
Thank you.
Alrighty. So, with that, we will quickly go over some stuff that we need to figure out, because it didn't even come up last session. You guys had spent about a day or two walking back to the city from the southwestern gate. Progress was slow as always, and it was hindered probably by the fact that you spent some time looking for that warlock. You never found him.
Rip.
And 2, by the fact that Oracle has not woken up.
Oh.
On your journey back, you would have had a night sort of where you stopped in, took a little short rest. Anything anybody wants to do at that time? Anything medical related to Oracle?
Yuffie would try. Oh.
I mean, yeah, like Verity as well.
Sure. What do you guys want to do?
Civ used up his last cure wound, so he has nothing to offer.
I think Yuffie would, since, on a short rest, she gets her spell slots back. I think she would, cast a Cure Wounds on him.
Cool. Can you go ahead and roll that for me?
Oh, yeah. What's up? Damn!
All right. You feel your healing spell connect. You feel it give the hit points, but you feel his health not increase.
What?
Do you want to roll me an Arcana check?
Absolutely I do. Excuse me?
You can roll a medicine if it's better.
Arcana is definitely better. Oh.
All right. So you go to cure him. He's sort of wearing this breastplate, and the healing spell doesn't do anything. So you start to try to dig into it. What's going on? As you look at his torso and his upper arms, he almost looks like he's horribly bruised. With a 22, I'll give you this. You are able to tell that his maximum hit point has been reduced very, very low. He has 6 maximum hit points right now.
Oh,
And for some
Jesus.
reason, he's unable to wake up.
Oh.
Oh my Lanta.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if that goddamn darkness monster touched him?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, 21. Has had his maximum HP reduced by that said shadow monster. And the only way to wake up will be to hit him with a greater restoration.
I don't got that. So we got to take it back to town.
A shadow monster. A party of 4. Did they come back from? What was it? The Knights Errant stronghold?
Wouldn't it be great if you could ask them that?
Yeah, if he was awake, we could know. Wake up, sir.
With that, you guys would get close to the city on that final morning or that final day you walk into town. It's about like a little about 2-day journey, yeah, to get back. You would be sort of making your way back into town, and as you're sort of at the edge of town, you'd normally be sort of very cautious because there's been a lot of sort of scouting patrols in the area. You've been dealing with them, a couple orc groups. You would, as you get close to the city, you would see a group of guards having just finished dispatching a group of these orc guards, these orc scouts. And also, this would not necessarily be a guard squad. It would specifically be a group of the Pyralian Sea Guard.
Ooh.
And they would sort of see you walking, and they'd sort of wave at you as you head past. Do you want to go over and talk to them, or you head into town?
I mean, if they wave.
Well, that is like a little, like, hey, greeting. They're not like waiting. They're not like hailing you to come over and talk to them. They're just like,
Yeah,
how you doing, you know?
I don't even know why I said that, because Verity absolutely would not go talk to them.
Yeah, they sort of give you a nod as you two pass directions.
Who was it?
Give a nod back.
Huh?
Who was it that passed us by?
There's a sort of group, like, right outside the city, maybe 100 meters from the gate. There's a group of Pyralian Sea Guard that have just killed a scout patrol of orcs.
I mean, I'm half curious to know how, like, you know, if they're taking down, like, spooky scout patrols of orcs, like, how many they've come across. But I feel like the answer is just a lot.
Yeah, you could also go ask their commander. Like, you don't have to go talk to these, like, 7 guys.
Oh, right. You're right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Well, since nobody has expectations on that, we'll go ahead. You guys sort of make it over to the city gates, which are closed as always, and the sort of small door in them opens up to let you in, and you guys would head inside. The guards are sort of happy to see you. They sort of congratulate you as you walk in. Everybody looks to be in pretty high spirits right now.
Oh, good. I'm sure, because the barrier went up. That went over the entire city, didn't it?
It did,
Yeah.
Killed everything.
Yeah, it just didn't stay up for very long. But, like, at the very least, we know that, like, it kind of works. We just need to figure out a better way to fix it.
Yeah.
You would probably hear gossip. Like, they're probably still talking about, like, oh my god, dude, the barrier went up. Whoa. They wouldn't necessarily stop you. They would congratulate you. You're a group of adventurers. You've come to this gate many times. These are people you recognize. They'd be like, hey, congratulations, good job on that mission, whatever you guys did.
Yuffie does a smug hair flip.
Verity looks vaguely uncomfortable.
Sib is exhausted and wants to drink.
Right, I see you guys are tired. Well, you're welcome to head on in.
Cool.
Don't you have a glass of wine that will fill up whenever you put water in it?
Wine and beer aren't the same. Wine and ale ain't the same.
I completely forgot about that.
Of course, who could forget Sib's unlimited wine decanter?
It's not like you really pay for alcohol anyway.
That's also fair.
True,
but
it is free.
It's not portable.
I was gonna say, but he's got to pay for variety because the only thing that this thing can make is wine. So
You know, I
like,
say alcohol isn't portable, and at the same time, he's got 4 kegs of beer.
Oh my god.
Mr. Duck, I can't see the map anymore.
Why not?
I don't know. Oh, there we go.
Where did you go? I don't see you listed as being able to see it. There you are, you're back. Can you see the map now?
Yeah.
Fantastic. You guys would head inside the gate. As you guys start to walk through the streets towards the center of town, as you get towards the town square, people start to sort of like, more people than are out than normal. Normally you'd sort of see these people hiding in their houses, trying to keep warm, doing meager repair work. But you come across about double the number of people you normally would, and there's even some like carts and set up and stuff like that. And they're selling there's people out like grilling meats and stuff that you've just not seen in the city in literally the month that you've been here.
Where did we get meat?
In the rain?
Well, they're like they have like little like carts set up, that kind of thing, little tents out.
Where did we get meat?
Good question.
Wait a minute. Is that coming from the orc scouts?
Are you talking about like we took food from them, or are you talking about like they're cooking the orcs? I don't think the latter is true. I don't think that they would do that. I think that's kind of wild.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's giving. For some reason, that just reminded me of those videos of the people that like, or the fake like eating Pokemon videos.
Oh my
I
God.
don't like it.
It's clearly a conspiracy theory.
I don't like it. Don't eat Pokemon. They're not food.
Do you guys just sort of push past that towards the center of the city?
I mean,
Stop at
Can
Yellow's?
yeah, I was
are
about
they
to say.
selling it? Are they selling the meat that they're
Yeah, they're
selling?
like the people are like they're like basically handing it out.
Oh yeah, I want some.
Okay,
Really?
you like grab like a shish
Absolutely, me
kebab or something, some random assorted
Oh,
meat.
yeah. Yeah.
It's fairly generic, but it's not bad. It's like you're used to eating good food, but people around here, like you would know, the refugees like basically get soup, right?
Ah.
Where did you come across this?
You asked like one of the people growing up.
Uh-huh.
He sort of whirls around. Yeah. Well, mayor's giving it out. Apparently, I don't know why, but they gave us all meat.
You said the
Interesting.
mayor?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Verity shrugs and goes, "Meat's meat. I don't."
Yeah,
She's
meat.
she's got her fucking mouth half full.
Use a napkin.
Why would
No.
I do that?
Unnecessary.
Tornrobe just takes the bottom part of his robes and uses that to clean his hands.
All right. Oh my
Ew.
God.
In front of Euphemia, just a spider.
Whoa! Right. With that, you guys pull up in front of Yellow's little shop.
Yellow.
Brought you some cilantro, but no camel, unfortunately.
You guys sort of head inside. A little bell dingles as you open the door, and it closes behind you. Inside, it's a sort of nicer display than it was before. As always, the floor has been repaired. Some of the leaks are gone. Some nice lights burning on the wall. They're magically, clearly. But otherwise, it's pretty nice inside. Yellow will be standing behind his counter, as always, up to no good. There's a strange smell of ozone in this building, which shouldn't be there. And behind him, you can see over the counter, like maybe like 6 feet behind him, there's a closed oak door, and you can see like vague purple flames tickling out underneath it.
What?
Ask, do not tell. Hello, Mr.
Can I wanna,
What?
I
What's
don't
wrong?
know. And nothing. Nothing's wrong.
Great. Spice?
Yeah, we brought you spice.
Yay.
You looking for a cilantro? And she like turns to Tornrobe. Give the man his cilantro.
Absolutely.
I'm assuming he has it.
In my inventory. Yes, I do.
Oh, yeah, he like mage hands out a little bag of platinum coins over to you.
Yo.
That's a new trick. It's not a new trick, but it's a
No,
trick.
not really. Just felt like it.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
Much appreciated, Mr. Yellow.
Anything else?
Nope, all good.
The
Great.
smell is simply odd in here. What have you got going on in that back room?
Nothing?
It
Insight
doesn't,
check.
it doesn't smell like nothing.
Not gonna question him. I just want to do an insight check.
You know what? That's fair.
Go roll your insight check. Go for it. I was kind of waiting for you. Oh,
I got a
unfortunately, he's
14.
lying through his teeth.
Oh no.
Creating more spices, Yellow.
He thinks about it for an awkward amount of time to decide if it's a good lie. He goes, yes.
Are they all in the shape of rocks?
Yellow, what are you doing?
Maybe.
He's making a doomsday device. We're funding him.
I can't believe that Yellow is actually the big bad in this game.
Oh,
That was the biggest flex, wouldn't it? He's one of the spellblades.
Will you please tell us what's going on behind that door? We're very curious.
He looks appalled that you've asked him about the door. No!
Verity just continues to eat the meat on the skewer, and like if Euphemia tries to like talk more to Yellow, she's gonna shake her head.
He walks over to the door, and he turns around a sign that says "Open to Close."
Are you kicking us out?
He opens the door and steps outside and gestures out into the street.
To the streets?
Apologies.
Alright then. Pleasure doing
Apologies,
business with you,
Yellow.
Yellow. We're still trying
Bye-bye.
to find your Campbell. Or I'm still
Oh,
trying to
cool.
find your
That'd be
Campbell.
great.
We're working on it.
Do you all leave?
Yeah, he's kicking us out. What do we do?
Closes
You-
the door
he's
and he
just gonna-
draws like the blinds. And you hear the
Civ
building
is-
starts to vibrate.
Civ is gonna like mumble like under his breath, gold in exchange for discretion in jars of rocks. What a strange fellow this yellow is.
That's very much what Yellow does. He is just a weird guy.
He's strange.
I love him.
I think we should just try and find his spices as best we can, and then maybe bid him a fond farewell.
I thought I was.
Also his camel.
All right.
I should have asked about if the camel had any like
Discerning
unique-
features.
discerning features other than
Camel.
camel.
I swear to you, there's not more than one camel in this city.
I know. It made me laugh.
Okay. You have a description of this Abdul fellow?
Listen.
How many humps does Abdul have?
I do not. I don't think it's that far-fetched because he is also telling us that these jars of rocks are spices when they are clearly rocks. So
Maybe
how am
Abdul will
I
have a
to
label.
know?
Our-
how am I
Hold-
to know
Hold on.
That's
if
how you
Abdul
know
is
you're
actually a camel?
Hold on.
That's how you know you're here. We know these jars of spice. Have to do something.
I don't know what they do.
I was gonna say, do we know that they're rocks? Are we 100% sure?
I mean, they look like rocks, and I don't like thinking that hard about that kind of thing.
I don't know. I'm banking on the yellow is the
My
big bad
intelligence
theory.
score is a 9.
Can somebody roll me a 2d6, please? Can they do it like 4 times?
Oh
Oh, that's a
boy.
lot of times.
Yeah, we forgot to do the weather chart. I just want to see where you guys end up.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Oh god, no hurricane.
Wait. Can we
tornado.
each roll one?
Oh, yeah, sure.
4?
Collaborative effort.
9, okay. It goes up to rainfall. 5 goes to downpour.
Mm.
9 goes to thunderstorm.
Oh no.
8 goes to rainfall. All right, it actually is better out than it was before.
Hooray!
The rain is a little bit lighter as you guys head out of Yellow's store, and you're back in the city. It's a relatively peaceful time around here. What do you guys want to do?
The mayor isn't Keep Landwin, right?
How much gold did we get from Yellow Spice?
1,000.
1,000.
Woo!
I mean, our first order of business is probably would be talking to the mayor about what we. Well, actually, no. We kind of discussed this last time.
I think we'd have to go directly to the cathedral to find someone that can heal poor Oracle. Because Siv's practically been carrying him over his shoulder this whole time.
You've just been carrying him, yeah.
That's fair. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of forgot about Oracle. I know that we just talked about him, but I definitely forgot about him.
That's fine. He's pretty insignificant besides this little bit of dialogue he has.
Like, oh no, we've gotta heal him, but that wasn't on the top of my list.
Yeah, you could leave him behind. Nobody would I'd feel bad. You guys might
No,
feel bad. But,
I wouldn't do that.
I'm just saying you could.
Just drop him off somewhere.
I was just like, we got him back to town. Well, he'll figure it out.
Where do we leave him? It's the question.
No, we should take him to the. You're right. You're not wrong. I just forgot. And then I don't remember what consensus we came to about whether or not who we tell about the things. Like we kind of
don't.
mentioned. Did we just say no? We're not telling anyone.
Yeah, no.
We don't tell, but we're trying to get close to Siv's sister's husband, Siv's brother-in-law, whatever you call him.
I think that maybe getting closer to Aura might be a better bet. This, I am realizing, was unrelated to what we did last week, in that we just got information about the Mirror Ward, but I was still thinking about it, because we're going back to people that we could talk to.
Yeah, we should probably talk to Aura, come to think of it.
I think that of the people that don't like Civ, Aura probably likes him a little bit more than Rowland, because we've actually been trying to help Aura, whereas Rowland just fucking hates your guts and is married to your sister.
To remind you, Aura has expressed interest in helping you. She just can't do it because she doesn't have enough pull.
So I think that
Now those are limited to the objectives that you guys were trying to do before, like getting into the alchemy district. But that sentiment might stand on other topics.
Yeah, it's more we don't know who we can talk to about like the Spellblade stuff because we don't know who was the saboteur. So we've been trying to get in to talk to Basil.
Right.
But he's sicker than a dog, so we need to help him. I don't know,
Yeah.
I think Aura might be a better track than Rowan.
I wonder if no, never mind.
Because he's rude.
Yeah, that's true.
It's worth a shot.
He only talked to me after I said I wasn't your friend.
Yes, he does sound quite unpleasant.
Oh, he is unpleasant.
I'm glad I did not meet him
He's
then.
He's just got like a sour look about him. She's very surprised you're listening intently to her talk about this man she doesn't care about.
Say, more sour than your expression half the time?
Does she say that?
Yes, but it's like teasing.
She nods and like rips the last few pieces of meat off of the skewer that she's holding.
Yeah.
And then she sticks the skewer in Euphemia's ponytail.
Oh my god. Oh.
Yuffie screams like it's bloody murder.
You just see fucking Tornrobe cackling, laughing, and pointing.
I make one joke and you blight me like this?
Verity has like a pretty like neutral expression, and when you say that, she says, I don't know, at least if we both have sour expressions, then we're, at least we both do. And she just starts walking.
You are the worst!
Oh my god. Alright,
I will get my vengeance.
so where do you guys, are you guys going to the hall?
Silence, bird!
Silence, bird!
We go to the cathedral.
Brand.
Are we going to the cathedral to drop off Oracle / sort of help him? And then, what do you think? Talk to the mayor to see what's up?
Yes.
Yuffie's gonna be grumbling in the back, but fine.
Yeah, we need to figure out what this this meat epidemic is.
I don't know if it's a meat epidemic so much as
It's all over the city.
It is
I
a
mean,
mystery.
based on when Verity was eating it, it was like, well, it's not like amazing, but like it's good.
Man, I
Like,
hope it isn't like Soylent Green where it turns out to be people.
It's better than I'd get back home. So, anyway,
Where will it be?
Subpar.
cathedral.
Yeah, the
Near the
cathedral.
cathedral? Great. As you guys are walking along, you're sort of moving down the streets, and you see like off to like the side, on like the right side of the street, there's this like little food cart set up. It's got like this sort of like very sort of like homely kind of vibe. There's little torches burning on it. It's sort of got this like sort of very pale orange kind of like awning over top of it. There's like 6 stools out in front of it, and there's a guy behind it kind of cooking up food. The smell that comes out of this thing is incredible. Particularly, you see a couple things on like the sort of table. He's got like a selection of wines out, that kind of thing. And one of them that catches your eye, particularly Euphemia, is it's like this like a vintage from like Goldcrest. Like it's like not like an old one, but it's like this is like the staple wine of your country.
Oh.
And looking over at it, you like spot like a couple other things. There's like a series of like these sort of delicacies. They're not like super fancy. They're kind of like commoner food, but they're like the kind of things that you'd like see most people in Goldcrest eating.
Oh, like street food.
Not necessarily. It's a bit nicer than that, but it's like you'd recognize like the scent of like a certain kind of peppery sausage or something like that, or
Oh, like a local pastry or.
you'd see like you'd recognize like the famous like fish sauce from your hometown, that kind of vibe.
Oh my god. Yuffie has gone from absolute sourpuss to like, I forgot that somebody shoved a skewer in my hair. And she is like enamored. You said this was in the cathedral for some reason.
No, it's on the way.
Oh, okay.
It's like this another food cart kind of setup.
Oh, okay.
Past like 10 of them. This is the first one that's like, whoa.
Ooh. Okay, so she's immediately going to walk up to the food cart. And she's going to kind of look at the person that's running the stand a little bit expectantly, but more so curiously. She'll say,
Roll me a perception check.
Are you from Goldcrest?
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. That's
I doubt I'd be much help because I don't know if I know anything about Goldcrest.
Do you want to roll? You want to help?
I would like to help. Verity definitely followed Yuffie over there.
Great, go ahead. Go ahead and roll your own, Verity.
Sure. Does he look shifty?
Kinda.
Fucking 17.
Yeah, this is Cassius Tash. She's just growing up behind the cart. He looks like,
Lord.
Princess, please sit
Verity,
down.
like,
Down.
Euphemia's fucking bicep and, like, tries to pull her back. We can't. I don't want to do this.
Yuffie, kind of yoinks herself out of Verity's grip and decides to put her arm out. Like, no, do not touch this one. Do not touch any of them, actually. And she looks bewildered. What are you doing?
What's wrong with cooking? You look out. There's a dish in the middle of this table, and it's like slices of like pearl. That's like covered in like a combination of pepper, like honey. So like, what else would they be there? You recognize that strange kind of fishy sauce that your home city's famous for, and also like cumin sort of mixed in there. It is made like it was made in like the royal court. It's comical how much this looks just like the kind of food. That's exactly why the guys just Tesh is just sitting there like looking at you.
What is going on here? The last time I saw you.
We should leave.
Oh, I'm not leaving.
What? This means to celebrate. Everybody's happy. Is that wrong?
Why?
What are we celebrating?
The barrier came back up for a little bit, I think. They gave everybody food.
Civ is gonna give like a subtle smirk and a
Was that you?
Like a little smug, I know I'm responsible for that.
Good for you.
Don't answer any of his questions.
Sorry, okay, God. Listen, Princess, I meant to congratulate you later, but here you are.
We should leave.
What do you mean?
I have no ill intent. What are you talking about?
Inside check. He's a liar.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You want me to insight check him?
Insight check.
I never want to roll before you say it's okay.
Damn it.
No, yeah, you can ask me if you want to. The insight checks are kind of on the table for if you just wanted to do it.
I don't.
I got a 7.
I don't understand.
You can't read them.
The last time I.
Oh, I forgot to roll mine.
Woo.
You can't read them.
Aw.
He's too tricksy.
The last time I saw you threatened to kill me. You tried to.
Things have changed.
I should
What's
send
wrong with
Yasha
that?
right here, right now, to behead you.
He would lose.
She's gonna give him a look like she's.
Listen, it's a happy time here in the city. Can't we just little peace treaty? Just come on, sit down. He like kicks at a stool.
It's not like we've been looking for you, trying to kill you.
Have you?
No.
Oh.
Yuffie can't say no.
Treaty if only one of us is the aggressor.
Right. Well, I apologize. I don't mean to bother you so. He's just looking at you. You're talking to my customers.
How much?
Oh, free for you.
Do not.
She like thumbs over to Tornrobe and says, "How much for him?"
Free?
Do not. I forbid it.
Okay, fine, Princess. Go.
Oh, that makes me want to do it.
Oh, dear princess, you have a way with words, don't you? I grab the first thing that I see.
Oh no!
Mr. Tornrobe!
Fine.
What is it?
Richard's
What do you
fine.
specifically want to grab? There's like this like sweet plum dish. There's like what looks like an ancient kind of version of a cheesecake. It's a bit sad, but it looks delicious for the time. There's like a series of like sort of there's like a little bit of pasta out. He's got a lot of random things.
I don't understand. What?
Is there like a meat or sausage dish?
Yeah, there's like sliced sort of like I don't I'm trying to describe how to describe a sausage. It's just a sausage. Like
It's
like
a sausage.
If you tasted it, you would know. But there is a sausage.
I'll grab that. I don't know what I would roll for to see if it's poisoned, I guess.
Oh, you can just eat it, and I'll tell you.
Tornrobe!
Civ is kind of curious about the wine and what happens when he pours wine into the cup that turns everything into wine.
Yeah, you get wine squared.
Wine squared.
Investigation. You know what? I'll roll investigation to see if it's poisoned.
I'll call this a survival check.
All right. So, oops.
Not your intelligence, your wisdom.
You all are going to get yourselves killed.
It looks fine.
I am surrounded by idiots.
Verity didn't take anything. Step off.
You're encouraging him.
It's a little
Here's to the
funny.
life that I've lived. And gulp.
Yeah, it's like the thing. Okay, so at first you're like, oh, I can't tell if it's poisoned, and then it hits you that it's just really peppery. Like it's like, you know how like sometimes something can be super spicy and burn you. This is so peppery it burns.
So peppery it makes Civ sneeze.
It's a delicacy.
See? What did I tell you? He's trying to poison you.
I would never.
With the excess of pepper, perhaps.
Says the man who was going to stab me with some kind of vial. That turned
Drugs.
my retainer into
Princess, it's
an unspeakable horror.
How long ago in game was that?
Like 2 weeks.
I'm never going to forgive you for something like that.
Fine.
She's like genuine too, by the way. She's like very upset.
There is no reason you should trust him. It's just goofy that he's here.
Yeah,
You have
Verity
something
is
to wash
truly
this
out
down.
here like, this guy, we're not gonna get anything from him.
Mm-hmm.
You just want to walk away.
this down?
He slides you the wine. Yeah, it's great.
I taste the wine.
Oh god, I don't know how to describe wine tastes. Let me see if I can come up with something.
Is it a red or a white?
It's
It's
like a honey wine specifically.
Ooh, like a mead?
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
totally.
I have idea because gold pressed wine. I
Yeah, go for
imagine
it.
that it's like a honey amber wine or something.
Oh yeah.
hell yeah.
Like it's a special
Yeah.
kind that it's not mead, it's wine, but it's like a golden color.
Oh, of course. Yeah, it's not a red or a white. It's a gold.
Yes.
Oh my god. Yeah, love
Pretty
it.
sure
love
that still qualifies as a white, but
it. You're breaking the rules here.
I
Yeah.
wash it
It's a
down,
semantic issue.
and I do note that it is delicious. But then I look at the bottle. Is everything in your blasted country gold? You don't have
Most
any other
definitely.
colors?
You like look and like everything's doused in honey, and it looks like it has a gold tint to it. It's like
He put like gold
Red-handed.
leaf on it.
no gold leaf for sure. You would take a note that like this is like you would be able to figure this out. Like these are like things that he's been given by the city to like hand out for food, and then he added his own spice to it.
ah,
I don't understand. For someone who is so murderous, why are you giving away food?
Like somebody walks up, he like hands out like a slice of cheesecake. What?
Euphemia, forgive me, but I think that he's just busting your chops. And I think that engaging with him it does you more harm than good,
Verity,
actually.
you want to roll me another insight check?
Yes, I will roll another insight check. I got a 15.
It has occurred to you through the recent events that Tesh is literally just fucking with Euphemia.
Yeah,
He's just trying to bother her.
I got it. Okay.
I also
yeah.
say he did fail that, so you don't detect any immediate malice for him.
Yeah, what I said still stands.
Cool. Before I tell you that.
Thank you.
Yuffie is just going to scowl and then she will just walk away.
Yeah,
We have
you walk
things
out of there.
to
Does
do.
anybody want to grab anything from Cassie's Tesh's table before you leave?
If he has another meat skewer out, I want it.
He doesn't have meat skewer. He's got sausage. He's got boiled eggs.
Oh, hell yeah, I got a boiled egg.
You grab a boiled egg. Yeah, it's incredible. Likewise, just like that, it's like
Delicious.
It's covered in honey and vinegar and kind of strange.
Civ is gonna get wine squared.
Yep, you wine
That's
square.
fine. I don't imagine Verity has eaten like a significant amount of eggs in her life, but
Yeah.
I like eggs. Eggs good.
Yeah, food from Goldcrest is really good. This is like vaguely like the equivalent of like eating like a French or Italian place. Like it's like a better kind of like culturally is a renowned for having slightly better food.
Ah, how fun!
You just head on your
Yeah.
way. He can just sell food until you're out of sight, and then you're not sure where he is anymore.
Yeah, man, what a guy.
Happy I got to mess with you like that. I had planned that
Goofy's
for a while.
pissed.
Goofy.
I'm sure he'll be back to fuck with you in some other way or kill us, but fight for another day, I suppose.
But you would recall that he specifically has targeted you.
Yeah, I'm
Cool.
choosing to not think about it.
Yuffie's just mad. She's just not going to say anything to anyone.
Sick. The party rolls up to the cathedral.
Let me.
It's been rebuilt a little bit, but you haven't put any money into it, so it's not finished.
Yeah, Verity doesn't go inside.
Cool.
She like addresses the rest of the party. She's like, "I'll keep watch," and I don't know, see if Flanders is home. You guys
Civ
have it. You got it.
Civ is anxious to set this guy down, so
I was gonna say, are your arms tired, Civ?
certainly getting there. He barges in the hole in the wall.
You walk in, no door. See some priests out doing their priestly thing. There's actually like a small group of sort of civilians out, like RPGs kind of having like a group sort of meeting in the back. Like the people are like praying off in the distance. And it's like, normally this place would be abandoned. There's maybe like 50 people here.
No, now don't jump all up at once and help me with this man.
They're busy praying.
I walk up to the head priestess.
Please tell me you know something about greater restoration.
Well, strange if you could ask. I'm familiar with the ability. I can do it for you for a price.
Not for me, for him.
I gesture towards Oracle draped over Civ's shoulder.
Ooh, looks quite bad. I'm sorry to say, I need a special ingredient. That's the reason it costs something. I'm doing it for you for free otherwise.
What is it that you need?
I need 1,000 gold pieces to source the ingredients.
We just got that cash.
Well, he'll definitely owe us one then, won't he?
Maybe.
Certainly
Up
would.
to him. He's not asking for it, you are.
Absolutely will not pay us back.
Wait, what?
We either do the selfless thing and spend the gold, or do the selfish thing and keep it.
What are the ingredients?
I don't know.
How the hell do you mean you don't know?
That's how much it costs to get a 5th level spell cash. Or cash.
Yeah,
It costs money.
I say we
If you-
do it.
I will tell you. Oracle does have a plot thread for you. If you don't bring him up, you can always do it later. He is in a coma until you pay 1,000 gold.
So we can find out for the plot now, or we can find out for the plot later.
Yep.
I say we do it now.
Plot.
Yeah, I'm down.
We got the 1,000 gold so recently that it has not, like, become a permanent object in my mind.
That is
and
literally
therefore,
girl
like,
math. That is
feels
girl
kind of-
math.
Yes! Girl math, slay.
The goddamn pouch of platinum
I have
is
no
still
object permanence.
dry from. It still has the smell of ozone.
Yeah,
from-
it-
because we just got it.
You like open it and you get a little static shock.
Man, I wonder what that feller is up to. Oh wait, I'm not in the church. Never mind.
Here you are.
Give me
Hand her 1,000 gold.
Yep.
She sort of says thank you. And the sort of paladin walks forward and grabs Oracle. We'll take care of him. It'll probably take about an hour to get everything ready.
Mm.
He'll be back in an hour then.
Very well.
Not me, just doing my casual gold keeping business.
Hey.
What you're here for.
That's your job.
So we walk back out.
Cool. Yeah, you head back outside.
How'd it go? What happened? Is he okay?
Do you remember that 1,000 gold that Yellow just gave us?
I do.
It's gone.
I see.
It's simply vanished. A donation to the church.
Right then. Oh, Flanders, my beloved.
To our absent gods.
You can see Flanders just rolling around in the street, getting wet, having a good time.
Hell yeah.
Locks on his
brother.
Tornrobe.
He's playing.
So you see the robes just fucking flapping in the wind.
I love him.
Stop! Like, I
He
go right
chases
behind
you
her.
around. Can you throw me an animal handling check?
A what?
Funny.
Animal handling, Tornrobe.
I love him.
Yeah, you're able to keep control of him a little bit.
Flanders, can you teach me sign language for how to say hello and goodbye?
I'll have him roll an intelligence check. I'll say on a kind of like a 15, not a 15, 12 or higher. Oh, I rolled a 1 or 11.
Aw.
He does unfortunately not understand what you're talking about.
Aw.
Oh, probably Vance could probably ask. He doesn't know how to teach sign language. That's a very good point. You do know a guy that's in the city that speaks sign language. You could go ask.
Oh, right!
Yeah, that's the guy from the
Jiro at the
bathhouse.
bathhouse! He could... Wow, I did forget about him, actually.
Yeah, you see Johnny inside doing things. He doesn't really pay attention to Flanders. He's having no time of his life.
I love that for Johnny. I'm sure that he is doing the most. I don't really want to talk to him right now. Because...
Well, I meant like Flanders is having a great time. Flanders
okay,
is having
got
a good
it.
time. Johnny's inside doing business.
Ooh, doing business. I don't really want to talk to him because the thing with my brother is kind of up in the air.
Yeah. You still have to do that. As you walk past people, they will talk to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that off for another day.
Sure. You guys head over to the city square?
I'll sit close to
why
Verity like a
not?
burr until I'm out of Flanders' sight.
Yeah, if I had more time to prepare, I would have ambushed Verity when she was alone, but I forgot to do that, so... You get away with this one.
Ha ha!
Where do you guys want to go? Do you want to head to the Great Hall? Do you want to go to the courthouse?
We're looking for the. Are we looking for the mayor?
Well, the mayor is in Keep Landon, right? And
Is that a
goddamn
thing you
Vito
wanted
does
to
not let
do?
us in there.
No, that is not at all the case. You would know that Mayor hangs out at the courthouse.
Oh! Alright, then we should go there.
You want to go there?
I say as if there's. I'm gonna be so real. I'm not sure why we need to talk to the mayor.
I don't really know either. I'll be honest. I do have dialogue for her to tell you things and ask you questions if you wanted to tell her important facts. But, it's up in the air.
We can, like, give her the update of, like, what we did and what we found, I guess, if
Yeah.
that would be helpful to her, but...
I
you
think
would
we
know
were
that...
just curious about like where the meat came from.
Where the meat came from, yes.
Oh, yeah, you can go ask for that. The other thing you know is that, like, you're important and you just got back in town, people will come find you. Like, if, like, somebody did this and they think it's you. So, people will come find you and talk to you if you don't go look for them.
Ah, okay, cool. That does make me feel slightly better.
Yeah, you don't have to go do everything.
Cool.
I simply need decisions to be made.
Yeah, okay. I mean, in that case, like, we can just go ask about the meat if you guys want.
Please, I want to know.
I think Great Hall after that is
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, to the courthouse.
A long rest would be nice.
Also that.
You guys roll in the courthouse.
Yeah.
You quickly find, because you're important people, get let inside and meet with Gwen, the acting mayor of the city. She would fly on over to you once she notices it's you. And she says, "Oh, welcome back. How are you doing?"
Still in one piece.
Wonderful. You guys figured it out.
It stopped raining for Well, it felt like longer, but it was mere moments. But it felt
45
good
seconds, about,
nevertheless.
yes. Great job.
They timed it.
I'm not sure if we figured it out so much as we just checked something off our checklist of tasks to complete in order to get it up.
Right. Well, it's the first part, right? We know. You can do it again.
In theory, but it does take a lot out of. I'm thinking, Civ in particular.
Anybody can do it.
Mhm.
Anybody, okay. It certainly does take a lot out of whoever's near it. or
Right.
Whatever.
Well, I was wondering, how does it work? Could you explain?
Insight check.
Sure.
There's a saboteur afoot! I don't think it's Gwen, but it could be!
Yeah, 21. You're trying to suss out what particularly would you like to know? What do I mean by that question? Is that what you're trying to figure out? Or is this something nefarious?
Not so much what do I mean by that question, so much as like does she seem eager to know, like, in a weird way, I guess.
So, one of the things you pick up on, everybody's happier lately. There's been a glimmer of hope. She looks like she might be the source of that hope. Like, if anybody's excited, that's her. She's like, oh my god,
right,
we might have done it.
Fine. That's fine. All right.
That's what
I
you're
got
getting.
it. That's what I needed.
Like, that like the old mayor dead. She was like his assistant, and now she's the mayor. Everybody else in the courthouse is dead but her. There's like 2 aides here, and they're both 85.
Okay, I'll just answer her then. I feel bad for suspecting her, but I don't regret the insight check. Now I'm sure. Money can't buy peace of mind.
With the 21, doesn't look like she's hiding anything from you.
Yeah. It seems to be some kind of. I mean, honestly, it looked like a bunch of scrap metal to me.
Yeah, you just want to explain it because I don't think we
like
want to go over.
yeah,
Everybody's going to ask you this question, so we don't have to do this.
Okay, cool. Haphazard machine. Shield in the machine. Make barrier go up.
Right. Well, I don't know why I went Texas. Right. That's wonderful. I mean, there might be one. I mean, there was a separate shield for the inner city, yes?
I mean, that's what I would guess, and I'll look to Civ for confirmation.
Oh, there is one.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we could find that
as
pylon,
shaman, I do not know.
I will just tell you. That's like a ward pylon is what the place where you turn it on and fuel it is. And she would basically say, like, I wonder if we have our own pylon somewhere here in the city. If we can find it, we could turn on our own interior barrier.
That's what we were hoping that you would know.
Right.
Perhaps
I don't, unfortunately, know. Everybody who would is dead. We could look for it. I mean,
I imagine that would be a pretty well kept secret. Has anyone been looking for it? Since all of this started going down, or have we just kind of
everybody's just been living.
I see.
The knights don't leave the keep. They not nearly enough people to defend it, let alone defend the vault. It's not great.
Someone was being sneaky.
I mean, if there is one, it might be below the keep. But the question is if we can get to it.
All the more reason to try and get into the keep.
Civ, roll me history check.
What would be preventing us from getting to it?
The knights, they wouldn't let you in.
Boo, the knights.
With a 15, you have like a decent idea of the city's history. You would know that like the inner city was built first, with the keep as like it kind of built up around the keep. Like this was one of the first cities ever, and then the keep was built over top of it. So you would know there's sort of like layers upon layers of ancient sort of like stuff just beneath the keep, if that makes sense.
Oh.
Interesting.
The keep is just the most modern iteration of the defenses. With a 15, you would also know that like the barrier is very old and could like not be remade again. Like it'd be really hard to rebuild this from scratch. Like somebody genius, like 700 years ago built it.
Very cool, very cool.
Yeah,
That is some
Euphemia's brother
Knights Errant
seems
knowledge
pretty
that you
bright.
would probably have.
Hold on. Brain nugget. question, Doug. Would Yuffie's dad happen to know anything about this? This funny machine.
Great question. You want to try to call him again? That'll go great for you.
Hell yeah. Not right now, though. But, like, she might.
You might.
Interesting. But yeah, no, I mean, like, if anything, she'd probably be like, oh, yeah, well, Aphodia is quite the technician, so he may be able to do something with it.
Can
Hopefully
Sid
you can
try
get
to
it started.
recall something?
Yeah, go for it.
What should I roll?
What do you want to recall? You have to ask
I
me the
would-
question first.
I would like to recall if there was like more pathways down below when we went down to save Princess Euphemia.
Go for it.
That could have led below.
That's exactly the right question. There is like a catacombs under the city. There is like sprawling sewer systems. There's like canals that run underneath. And there's like probably like multiple layers down of sewers and stuff. All like it's just crazy down there. There's ancient crypts. There's other cathedrals built underground.
There's traps with crocodiles that like to eat birds.
And poisonous darts. And poisonous darts.
And a hellish
Sorry,
cathedral
forget
filled
that.
with blood.
More the cathedral?
Yeah, wasn't it like a...
Oh yeah. It was.
I didn't like it. It was weird.
Yeah. Same. Didn't like it for a lot of reasons, actually.
So, is Civ getting that there might be a way to get to the underneath part of the keep without actually going through the Knights?
Yep.
Cool.
Ooh.
So just going back to the current conversation, because that's some good plot development right there. Yeah, she would express interest explicitly in finding out how to get to that source. And she also mentioned, which I mentioned to you specifically when you bring up Euphemia. She said, well, I mean, if he is so brilliant, maybe he could trace back the conduits and find the source here in the city?
Perhaps. I could try and ask him if he could.
Right, well, maybe we'll see him and ask him that ourselves. Yeah, and she would also kind of vaguely elaborate. She's like, "Oh, I wonder if that device you met out there is like a copy of the original."
I don't know if it would be possible to make a copy, considering the fact that it was very strangely put together.
It was real haphazard.
But
I
perhaps
wish
that
I could say.
means it is a copy.
Anything else vital to the city's well-being that I should know about? Anything nefarious going on that you'd want to tell me? Right? Nothing?
No.
You know what I'm going to ask for, right, Finn?
I think you're doing a great job, Glenn.
And where's my deception check?
I think you're doing just fine.
It's right
Alright.
there.
You're a lovely mayor.
Yes.
Oh,
It's fine. Everything's fine.
The people seem happy. Keep doing what you're doing. Lord knows I don't want to do it.
Mhm. All right.
Thanks, Gwen. Oh boy.
All right.
Maybe she's really good at insight.
Oh no.
Maybe she
Right,
rolled a nat 20.
That's great. Well, anything else I can do for you?
Other than what you've been doing, I do not think so, but I will let you know if I think of anything, Gwen.
Right. And just so you... Oh, what's up?
Where we saw that all this meat and food was being given away, where did all of this come from?
Oh, quite simple. Morale was at an all-time high with the barrier going up, and almost everybody saw it, at least a little bit. Everybody's talking about it for sure. I wanted to hopefully keep their spirits up before this attack hit. So we opened up some of the city's coffers and gave up what smoked meats and whatnot we had available.
Ah, I see.
We did see some orc raiders. Currently, well, at least defeated. Have they been attacking more regularly lately?
Well, scouting, yes, but we predict they will attack sometime in the next couple of weeks. Specifically when, I could not tell you. This is when I get to elaborate on something.
Oh boy.
So the city currently has 5 morale. You got 1 extra free one for having started the barrier. And you guys can attempt to defend the gates once you hit to 10. But like you can't, the story doesn't move past this point, so you get to above 10. So this is like side quest time.
Neato.
Oh boy.
Yep, I won't attack you guys, and like this is time to do side quests. You're welcome to move forward whenever you have 10.
I love side quests. Woo! They're so fun.
All right. Anything else?
I think that will be all.
Cool.
Civ will give a slight bow.
Goes back to working on 3 billion piles of paperwork.
Yeah. Verity doesn't bow. She does a half salute with her left hand.
Cool.
Yuffie does a polite curtsy.
Oh, okay.
All right. To the Great Hall. I need a drink.
Okay, I don't know who's actually on the map for the Great Hall, so I'm gonna go see what's over there because I haven't touched it, so there might be NPCs
We'll
who
find
aren't
out.
here. Wow, would you look at that?
Oh,
Most of these people aren't here. Gwen is not here. Asher
they're-
and Vera and Fodia are not here.
I'm probably.
Goyle can be drinking. The other 2 are not. There probably also not be this many adventurers, and some of them are dead.
Oh,
Sad.
unfortunate.
You would walk in and Air would already be sitting down having a drink. All right. That's probably
What's
good.
she having?
Honey mead from Goldcrest.
I'm sorry. I know that you're not like a drinker. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's
Yuffie
fine to
is
be able to answer those
going to
questions.
Morb. She is mad, and she's just going to go sit in their room.
All right, bye, Yuffie.
Euphemia. All right. I feel a little bad.
Air would look at you. What's wrong? What happened with her?
We ran into someone that's unpleasant.
Oh, that's bad.
Unpleasant is certainly a word.
Like what kind of unpleasant? Like an uncle unpleasant?
No, unpleasant like killed one of her retainers, tried to kill her, has vowed to kill me. It's not
Oh.
he's not a nice guy.
Those are all bad things.
Yeah, it's all real bad. And I guess seeing your wine kind of, I don't know, maybe I don't know.
I bought it from some guy on the street. What's wrong with that?
No, I'm sure you did. You are not there's nothing wrong with what you did. I think that she's just a little testy.
Right. Well, how are you?
I mean,
You know she was with you. She walked back to the city with you. You just split up and went your own ways. Like she's been with you the whole time.
yeah. All we did was just talk. It's fine. You know, we did just fine.
Great.
Yeah,
The city
Verity,
feels a more
I'm sorry.
welcome place.
Oh yeah, everybody's happy.
Aw.
That's good.
Almost as if I remember it.
And at
That's
the very
really
least,
sad. Holy shit.
Agony.
at the very least, despite our I wouldn't call them monetary woes per se. But Oracle should be up and about and like I don't know soon.
You
At
would
the very least, we can talk to him about what the fuck happened to him.
Verity, you'd spot like you'd spot Feta like through the door, thinking about trying to help Euphemia in any way and not knowing how to make that decision.
Yeah, Verity is going to like. She's either gonna go up to the bar and get a drink, or she's gonna slap the table.
Do you want to call over the bartender?
I kind of do.
Yeah, but someone needs to sick a barrel roll over the counter.
For no
Sid is going to
reason.
mention real quick before we continue
Yeah.
that the first thing he's going to ask Oracle for, I think I'll ask him for a deep tissue massage for making me carry him across the city.
Oh my god.
Is you're right.
Yeah, Sunny's walks over. He's a huge dwarf. He's like 5'8". It makes no sense.
Taller than me.
Yeah.
What is the strongest stuff you got?
He slides you a tankard of Selenius brew.
Can I get 2 of those?
He slides you 3 more.
I only need 2.
He walks away.
Does he just communicate?
I don't feel like doing Scottish.
It's fine.
Minecraft villager.
Yeah, Verity will take both of those tankards and she will raise them to Civ and Tornrobe and say, I'm gonna go try and cheer her up, I guess. Don't wait up. And
Good
she'll
luck to
join.
you.
You walk in. You walk up, sort of Fedez sitting there, like hiding behind the chair, kind of looking over at her. You do not see Kasseri.
Interesting. Where's Kasseri, buddy? She run off?
Maybe. I think she left.
She done. Are you in OFT?
He like,
yeah.
points his head over at you. He's gonna back you up. He's here. He gives you the help
Okay.
action.
Oh my
on whatever
God.
you do.
Thanks. Thanks, Feta. You're my boy.
Oh my god.
Dog.
You're a real one.
He's so good. Yeah, Verity will set one of the tankards on the bedside table, and like sit on it at like the side of it, I guess, the bed, with her other one, and says, "Hey, I got you a drink."
Was it from Cassius's shop?
No, I'm pretty sure it's some dwarven stuff.
You would know. This is this is like a world famous beverage from this place.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Do you know the name of the bartender?
Selenius.
Yeah, this is
I know.
Selenius's brew. This is like classic story. One of my friends drinks a lot, made this drink in a D&D campaign, played Selenius, and now Selenius is the bartender in every major tavern.
I fucking love that.
I love
So
That's
yeah,
good.
it is like this is like in canon like the best beverage.
Okay, yeah.
You would probably be familiar with this. It's not easy to get, but it's good.
Okay, and she said, no, it's just Selenius's brew. I don't care much for fancy wines and stuff like that anyway. Sits awkwardly.
Yuffie is just sitting on the bed, and she has Kythalia's little cage thing on the bedside table too, and she's just kind of staring at it and like not necessarily ignoring Verity, but she's trying to.
Let's see. What do I have for this? If anything. Yeah, Verity will just keep talking, I guess. I don't think that she's the type to be deterred by being ignored.
You're just trying to cheer up Euphemia, that's all.
Yeah, it's basic that, man, I came in to try and do a good thing, and I'm being ignored.
God damn it. Hate everything.
Verity looks at the little cage that she's holding, and she takes a leap of faith and says, "Well, what was Cathalia like? If you don't mind, you don't have to." She's like starts drinking.
She was like a sister.
Oh, I got some of those. Like a good one.
Yes. Like the first sister I felt cared about me.
Right. She was really important to you, huh?
Obviously.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I mean, there is a chance we bring her back.
And what, shall we break bread with Cassius Tesh when she's back?
Well, that's not what I'm suggesting, and I'm not really sure where that came from.
You were entertaining his stand. You all encouraged having drinks from him. You encouraged his food. Why give him the light of day?
Because I think that's the best way to deal with him when he's being like that. I mean, Euphemia, he absolutely was just trying to get a rise out of you.
Well, he was successful.
I'm not walking around being like, oh yeah, Cassius Tesh, great guy, never done anything wrong. Absolutely, he's done wrong. He killed your friend. That's important.
And he's threatening to kill you as well.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, you thought about eating one of his meals, his drink. You don't think any of that could have been like poisoned or something? People.
I just made a judgment call. And Tornrobe seems fine.
Seems fine.
I'm not saying that what he did was right, and I'm not saying that it was a smart thing to do. But I don't know. I don't think it's the kind of thing that you can dwell on. Cassius Tesh is gonna be Cassius Tesh. He's gonna do things until we stop him from doing those things. Do you feel ready to go an all-out attack and war on him?
No, but everything in me wishes I could. She looks at you and she looks very mad and angry. I have lost one of the greatest people I have ever known, and I'm not going to lose another. I don't care what funny little games he's playing. Please do not go anywhere near him ever again. Verity, I do not want you to have the same fate. I am afraid.
Hey, she's getting emotional. I'm bad at that. Oh no. Hey, don't cry. I won't.
The others too.
Well, you gotta talk to them. I'm not them. I won't. I promise. And we're gonna get him. Maybe not today, and honestly, maybe not 2 weeks from now. But, I mean, eventually. I know it doesn't feel good to hear hurry up and wait, but it's not like we're sitting staring at the ceiling.
Yes, but at the very least, don't eat with him. Don't take anything that he has.
I feel like I'm getting a lot of flack for this when I, in fact, did not eat anything at his stand.
Well, you didn't stop him. In fact,
true. I took an egg. It's true. I'm sorry.
You literally ate an egg, yeah. It was a fantastic egg.
I'm sorry, it was a really good egg. Alright, okay, I won't. I'm sorry. I really didn't think that it would make you this upset.
I don't have very many friends. People that see me as not a princess, and she was one of the few that didn't, and that number is now smaller, and I'm never going to forgive that man for that. And I'm not going to let him win again. So don't worry me like that.
Man, I really was going to say, realistically, we might lose again. But then she said, don't worry me, and now I'm like, oh, I can't say that now.
Yeah, it's a hard one.
Listen, you don't have to worry about me. We're gonna be okay. I think. I don't have any plans to die just yet. I got stuff I gotta do.
I know. My apologies for getting so riled up. She sighs, and she will finally take the drink.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Like, oh, thank God. Serious. Cheering up Euphemia time over. Now we can just not do that anymore.
And since it's been an hour since everybody ate that food, can everybody who did so roll me a Constitution saving?
God fucking damn it!
Oh man.
Fucking agony. Let's see. I got a 13. I'm tempted to use my inspiration.
But don't do that. I'm fucking with you. This is a joke.
Thank God.
Okay.
I was gonna say Yuffie's going to morb.
Okay. All right.
You really got me. You really
Oh,
did.
I was sweating.
I was gonna say Yuffie is just going to hold on to her little drink. And I don't know if like Civ or Tornrobe enter the room at all, but like she's gonna look towards the door if they don't.
You see Feta peering around the couch looking at you, and you see Civ peering around the door looking at you.
You see what from the door looking at you?
I think Civ was hiding outside looking in.
Okay, got it.
Is that not what Civ was doing?
I kind of walked out. I didn't know what was going on. I just came back.
Oh, sick. There's been some emotional heart-to-heart going on. I thought you were just beeping on the conversation.
Good Lord.
Yeah, no. Yuffie would just.
I mean, if that were the case, Verity absolutely is flustered and like, oh no, I hope he didn't see me being nice.
I think Feta certainly did. He's giving you like a little dog thumbs up.
Oh my god.
Verity will like half-heartedly, extremely lightly, like kind of like punch Euphemia in the shoulder and say, well, rest assured, the only royal thing you are to me is a royal pain in my keister.
Whoa! Wow!
Fight words. This is. Can't say that on Twitch.
Oh no, not that keister.
Oh no!
Demonetized. Holy shit.
Whatever will we do?
I think at that, Yuffie's gonna just like pause for a second. Like you see the wheels turning in her brain. And then she's gonna start laughing. And at
God.
first it's like kind of like a little chuckle, and then it's like a bigger, kind of goofier laugh.
You're kind of scaring me, Euphemia.
If I am a pain in your ass, then you are quite the pain in mine.
I mean, that's not what I said, but...
Excuse me, keister.
That's Goldcrest translation. We
Yes,
only swear here.
I cannot.
None of them pansy words.
I cannot say the word keister. That is unladylike. Anyway, ass.
We don't talk like that where I'm from. Something about making your words a gift to others.
Yes, you are. I feel the same. And
Plus, how could you be a princess with a kebab stick and dust in your hair?
Don't push it, Civ. Is Civ in the room?
Yes.
Like, does he say that?
I mean,
Is she?
to be
so.
fair, the skewer is like definitely not in her hair anymore, right? I mean, like, first of all, Verity is quite a bit shorter than Euphemia, so it definitely would have been coming from like the bottom up.
I was gonna say if it is still in her hair, she'd absolutely throw it at Civ.
Oh God!
You probably have lost it by this point.
Stop the violence!
Right?
But yeah, she'll kind of knock her glass up against Verity's and say, "I wouldn't have it any other way. Just don't scare me like that again. I'll get wrinkles."
Here's to being pains and living long lives and fighting bad guys.
Wow. Nice.
And yeah, Verity will fucking like down that shit.
It's good, as always.
Yeah.
Great.
You feel
With
so
that,
soup.
it's been about an hour. You realize that Tornrobe has wandered off. He told Civ he went to the graveyard.
Where did he go? Why did he go by himself? Why does he do this?
These are the questions that man, can you imagine if he was out there poison right now? Whew. Wow.
The graveyard's the perfect place to be then.
Not if we want to keep you alive, which we do.
All right, so what do you guys want to do?
Yeah, I wonder where my cat is. But Feta doesn't know, so. I don't know. I down my drink. What's
Civ
the
wants
time?
to catch up with or cash in his back massage.
I wasn't sure if that was something we were going to get to.
Today?
Not today, as in this session, but today, as in this day.
So, like, literally plans for the next 2 hours is you guys talk to people.
Cool. I love talking.
I don't have any combat prepared.
That's fine.
I'll be honest with you guys.
I don't need combat. That's not why I'm
So
here.
try not to make it. I don't want to have to ambush you with a half finished character sheet, but
No, please don't.
Don't worry.
You're welcome to do anything inside the city. We'll discuss what quest you guys want to do after.
Yeah, don't worry. I can
what should
yap.
we upgrade?
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that when we get to it. But
Okay.
I don't necessarily want to do that right now.
Yeah.
So, do you guys want to go pick up Oracle?
Might as well.
Yes, the lore.
Yeah, Tornrobe will
Yeah, and
come with.
also our bird.
Okay.
Don't worry, Tornrobe will come with.
Or do you want to go to? You wanted to go to the graveyard, right?
Yeah, but only for a little bit, and then
Do you
after the
stop?
hour's
Okay.
done.
Somebody's gonna meet you at the graveyard and talk to you.
Oh shit.
Ooh, torn robe lore. Torn robe lore.
Tornrobe lore.
I'm actually nervous.
Why would you ever be nervous? So
Because it's you, Doug.
What is Tornrobe up to at the cemetery?
So
doesn't
Tornrobe,
have a
the
great
very
track
first time he went to the cemetery and he did the what was it, the funeral rite? He actually borrowed a like a bucket of water and a very coarse rag.
Mm-hmm.
So what he does is he scrubs down the headstones away from mold and dirt so that each of them are visible.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it just gives him something to do because really the only place that he feels really familiar with from back home is around death and cemeteries and tombstones and stuff. So it
Fantastic. You're like,
charges him, if you will.
yeah, you're sort of down in the trenches, sort of cleaning off some of these headstones that have they're mostly clean, but you're sort of like taking care of like specifically getting stuff out like the letters, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
And as you're sort of sitting there, moving from headstone to headstone, it's a couple minutes between headstones, just doing a good job. You would hear Thaneris from behind you sort of say, "Hey, Tornrobe, how you doing, bird?"
Oh, it's you.
He was just like appear kind of like 4 feet behind you, like sitting on a bench that you were sort of just passing by.
He doesn't even look behind him. He recognizes that voice anywhere.
Please sit down.
Oh. He stands up, brushes the dirt from his robe, from where he's... I think it was on his knees.
Yeah, sure.
Something serious. That is so unlike you.
He sits down across him.
Yeah, roll me an insight check.
Insight!
See if you can't glean what's going on.
I'm going to use that one advantage roll.
Sure, go for the advantage roll.
Ooh.
There we go.
So, looking at Thaneris, you've very rarely seen him show any emotions, and if they have been, they've been like a little bit of like jokingness, that kind of vibe, like a little bit of happiness, right?
Mhm.
You have never looked at him and thought that he was sad before. He looks just a little bit down. And he's not letting it show super through. If you feel like if you didn't roll nearly that well, you wouldn't have that great of an idea, but like something's bothering him.
So he says the line about something serious that is very unlike you, and then he reads further into his face. He sees that he's a little sad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're actually serious.
I suppose. A little bit, anyway. It's, tiresome to be away for so very long. Been here in this town for what? 3-4 months at this point now? And I can only talk to you and your 4 friends. Or 3 friends, specifically.
Tornrobe chuckles and takes a seat across from him.
I would suspect that all of these adventurers have been exposed to enough death that they can at least talk to one of them, no?
Oh, usually they pass on pretty quickly. It's not my job to drag them down and bother them. But you're different. I don't know. Maybe it's just the city is miserable. A depressing place.
Not
It's
recently.
the last bastion of any from the mortal world, but it reeks with the very thing that makes mortals so miserable in the first place.
Yes.
He does not explain on that. That's just what he says.
Reeks of what? Death?
It's not the worst, but you kind of almost get the feeling from this conversation that like it's the sudden change in people's hearts. Like he's almost upset that they're happy again.
Oh, okay, I get it now.
They're all so hopeful.
Tornrobe realizes what he's talking about. He just says,
Ha ha! You thrive off of sadness and despair, not of happiness and hope.
Somewhat, yes.
Of course.
I was once somebody like you too. I know what it felt like to have ambition, and dreams.
he looks towards Daenerys.
You do not know me that well, then.
Have you never had those? No ambition ever?
Tornrobe will stay quiet, and he'll just, for a second, think. And after a while, he will say,
I have just realized that everything in my life was decided for me. I don't believe I've ever had, no.
Right. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but ambition isn't all it's worked up to be. I could raise this entire graveyard with a wave of my hand if I wanted to. And
No, don't!
he just thrusts his hands in front of him.
Do you have any idea how long it took to prepare all these tombstones?
Poor
I
Tornrobe.
could leave the tombstones.
But then, there would be nothing beneath them.
And? It's just a sentiment, no?
All this work for... Doesn't matter.
Why do you hate the undead so much?
Oh, well, that's a simple story.
He adjusts himself in his chair.
One
Please,
day-
the short version.
Of course. One day I was preparing a body, a corpse, if you will. And it was beautiful, immaculate. It was someone that died of old age. And then it comes to life all of a sudden, scaring the living daylights out of me. As it turns out, one of the younger acolytes of the sacred mortuary learned the...
What was the spell called? The summon undead, was it?
I don't remember.
The one where you ask 5 questions to it?
Oh,
And it
wait.
goes back to dead?
Oh, yeah. What is that? Speak with dead?
Yeah, that's the one.
cast Speak with Dead. And ever since that moment, the undead have been a very insult to my craft as a mortician.
Really?
You see
Something so simple?
as he's explaining it, his feathers slowly become more and more ruffled.
Oh my god.
Please, calm down. It's not serious. Why would that change your opinion so very much? Well, you got pranked once?
Because all of that work that went into preparing a soul, preparing a body for its final farewell, gone within an instant.
Right. Well, with that...
I have
do
been
you-
trained by the High Speaker, by the former High Speaker,
Mm-hmm.
to be as precise and as respectful as possible. To raise someone from the dead and to deny them rest is disrespect in every form.
Even if you bring them back alive.
He sighs.
I have learned that there are exceptions.
By that very definition, I am undead, no?
Yes, you are one of the examples.
Right. Does that exception also apply to your allies? What if you or I or one of your companions were to die? What would you do then? Would you bring them back even if it went slightly against your beliefs?
You see Tornrobe actually ponder this, like gently making noises to himself and scratching underneath his beak.
I suppose it would depend on the person.
What about you?
Oh no, no, I'm not worth enough.
You shouldn't sell yourself so short.
Uh,
What about me?
do you wish to be brought back?
He looks up at this guy for a little bit. I don't know. Been here for so long.
There you are. My allies, it would depend on whether they wanted to or not. I am fairly certain Euphemia could not stand 5 minutes without treating herself in a mirror.
Hey.
Dead life would be hard for her.
And are you sure you have no opinion over whether you want them to live?
And Tornrobe flinches.
Of course I want them to live. I would do anything for them. Don't tell them this, but they are the closest thing I've had to friends in 14 years.
Oh, buddy.
Right. Sort of stands up and like brushes the water off of his cloak. This has been insightful. Thank you. He would turn to walk away.
I think you cheered him up, buddy.
Aw.
Whether that's good or bad,
Strange as always.
He mutters. He looks up at the sky and then starts walking towards the Grand Cathedral.
The party heads over, picks up Oracle. You bring him back to the Great Hall because it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say as soon as Tornrobe gets back, I think you would like just shortly rip a new one for Civ and Tornrobe for taking Tesha's food, but that's all.
Okay, sick. You get yelled at for eating Tesha's food. Does anybody make a comment about how he cooks better than Euphemia?
No. That's going a little too far.
I had to make that for myself. I had to take
I am
that
charging the Eldritch Slash as I speak.
I think she would just murder us.
All right. You guys head back to the Great Hall. Oracle would insist on a couple, a little bit of time for him to sort of get think about things before he talks to you. But over that hour, we'll assume you guys did some money stuff,
Yeah.
Hooray.
and he'll be done to talk with you. He will come on over to your table.
Perfect. I will get out of the funny.
Kazari is still missing.
Yeah, I really don't like that she's missing. Oh no, there are two of me.
Oh, on the way back, can
What?
I make an insight
What about now?
perception?
No, there are still two of me.
I can shoot you.
Shoot this one.
I don't
No,
get to pick.
Wrong one.
I don't get to pick. That's not how it works.
Oh no, she's still there.
What about now?
She's still there. I'm so
Now?
sorry. I'm so sorry. No,
Okay, well, you're on your own, friend.
Cool, we have an extra tank.
On the way back, can I make a perception check to see if I see Kasari?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Where is my damn cat?
Move forward, no. Sorry.
She wouldn't. I mean, she wouldn't have told me anything. She's not that type of cat.
All right. Yeah, so you guys all have a chat with Oracle. So Oracle, he's a pretty sad boy right now. He would.
Sorry, I couldn't save all your friends.
He's pulled himself together a little bit. He looks like he can finish this conversation and he's going to go be sad. He would explain to you that his whole team has been slaughtered by a single unknown enemy, and he basically doesn't think he can do this anymore.
Aww.
He would sort of mention that he's been adventuring alongside those three for the better side of 2 months now.
Aww.
He would go through the process of like over the course of like a minute each, sort of talking vaguely about his companions. He would mention that like Leonetta was sort of like standoffish, didn't want to involve herself with any of the group's affairs, but like immediately started to like be the mother to everybody and make sure everybody was feeling okay, got to bed on time. Lestrade was just sort of this weird goat man that cast strange magic and had like a deal with the literal devil, and he was just the nicest dude, but he would always talk about how he wasn't even sure if he really had a soul.
Did he happen to have a bridge? Like like the goat man. What is that? There is a dude.
Looks gruff.
You're thinking about the Mothman.
Thinking of the Mothman. Although the goat man also on a bridge.
Oh, I did?
Nice.
Meh.
Man.
And then finally he would talk about a Serenity, who was sort of like the life of the group around the campfire, and was the one person in their group who took the edge off the apocalypse.
With a name
that,
like Serenity, I'm not surprised.
After that, he would, before you knew how the fight went down, he would tell you that they were on an expedition to search for a silver marble. When they encountered and they were ambushed by an unknown archer. Arrows were incredibly powerful and seemed to be enchanted by some kind of magic which siphons off a portion of one's soul. They had almost escaped the archer when they were attacked by a sort of shadow monster from a nearby alleyway, which chased them back into the archer's sight. And that is when you guys came across them.
Oh man, we really narrowly avoided that fucking scary shadow monster then, huh?
Yeah, and he would say, and one more thing. As a, he sort of stumbles for a second. I'm from Hesh. Around there, we tend to have certain abilities, you could say.
Yo, Hesh.
I can. Every one of us has a slightly different version of this, but I was born blessed. I can see a portion of the future.
Oh, wow.
It doesn't show me a whole lot that's useful. It just shows me when I'm supposed to die.
Oh.
That's terrifying.
I'm not sure I would want that power.
He would continue. I can't tell you for certain if this is correct, but I think I've seen this archer before. I think I've seen her for most of my life. And he would basically, from there, he would say, I remember what she looks like very well. And he would begin to describe the person that shot you. And I can go show you her character art.
Woo!
Because I already showed it to you yesterday, so you guys can look at it for real.
Oh, damn.
Okay. Boop. There you go.
Ooh.
Oh, spooky archer lady.
And just so you have a thing to call her by, she is the Soul Seeker.
The soul seeker.
Ooh. Hello, ma'am.
I'm afraid I can't tell you anything more other than that.
Well, I mean, judging by the name, she doesn't have a soul herself.
He wouldn't know the name. That's me telling you, like, what to call her if you want to ask. You don't have to call her Scary Archer. Her name is Soul Seeker. It's like a work in progress project name, you know.
I see.
Gotcha.
Attempt name. All right. Is anything else I can do for you?
Not as Oracle, although fun person from Hesh. Love to see it.
Yep.
Always fun. Oh, so much to learn about that country, but not here.
Yep. He would for 100% tell you, like, you can describe the monster that attacked him. It's definitely the thing you're thinking of.
Yeah. Okay. Where did you last see that big scary? Like where exactly?
He would not know the exact location, but he could triangulate, like, in the area you guys were in.
Yeah, like general vicinity.
I am not telling you the full story. I did not read my notes. He did not see it come out of an alleyway. It came out of one of her arrows.
Whoa!
That's worse.
That changes
worse.
things.
That's worse. That's much worse. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Man, I wonder Astrid knows anything about that. We don't have a way to contact her, but I wonder if she knows. Air probably doesn't know anything, because Air doesn't usually know anything.
Yeah, she said, I have no idea.
Ain't got no memory.
She would say we could maybe we could ask Myth if we could get him into the city.
I mean, I think that might help. I don't... Because Euphemia, you said that you had spoken to that. Did we tell Air about Astrid? Is that a thing we did?
Oh, not a clue.
Fuck.
Oh,
fuck. Oh, fuck. I dropped my shit.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I don't believe we told her.
Fine, no big deal. All right, scratch that. I didn't mention Astrid. It didn't happen.
Well, at this point, I don't care enough to go back and figure it out. So
I don't believe we did.
That's fine. We were all like, yeah, enemy of my enemy is my friend, or whatever.
Yeah.
And Astron doesn't like that big shadow thing, and neither do we.
Not only that, but one of the big shadow things came out of the arrows.
Yeah, also, fun question. Or not even a question, more just like a statement of affairs. Not only is Astron like not fucking with that big shadow monster thing, but also like the person that was wearing the armor that Verity is currently wearing, like when Fodia described like fighting against them, he mentioned like they fight like they don't have souls. Like, they just keep going. And, like, if that shadowy thing came out of an arrow, and the arrows, like, have the ability to take a little bit of soul from someone, then, like, I don't think that Astron is a good person, probably, but, like, I think we can say confidently that, like, Arrow Lady bad for everyone, including Astron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the enemy of my enemy is a friend for now.
For now. I don't know what Astron's got going on, but I know that shadow thing is dangerous. Also, you know, like a potential enemy and a known enemy are two different things.
Yeah.
Well, that's more information than I thought we were gonna get, honestly. God, why are there so many people that want to kill everything in the city? Jesus.
I suppose that does happen when you're in an apocalypse. Not that I would know, because, you know, I've never been in one before. Oh, man.
Shit.
Okay. She would probably say this quietly to, like, either Verity or Civ. Just trying to not say it in front of Air, but also, like, they're all sitting there. It'd be weird if she just, like, stepped away. Hi. Ma'am, please sit down. Please stay in your seats. But she would say, the mirror, I could try to reach her again. Possibly. Maybe she'd have some idea of what it is? Or what more it is?
I mean, it can't hurt us, I don't think. I do think that talking to Myth might be a good idea, though. If we can.
Of course. I just wanted to provide both options. Or we could do both.
No, it was a good idea. We probably should do both. Another long drink.
It's up to you guys.
Whatever funny beverage I'm drinking. I think that's done. I think that's it. I think Euphemia tries and calls her dad / maybe hopes she gets Astron on the other line.
Cool. Yeah, as you guys are waiting around, a couple of people come up and talk to you.
Ooh,
So if you want to steal one of them and ask them some questions, you can. Asher would stop by. He talks to you for a little bit. I'll grab him just so we can look at his funny little token. He stops by and talks to you. He does not assume you guys fixed the barrier. He just asks if you guys did.
For a moment, yes.
Right, great. And then he would continue to, you would basically ask, a bunch of questions about it. Kind of comes to the same consensus as Gwen did. If you do not mention the spellblades to him, there's nothing else for him to immediately ask you about.
Yeah,
He does not pursue asking you to the point where you have to roll a deception check. He just if you don't tell him, he doesn't know.
Yeah.
Cool.
Probably not.
He would congratulate you guys on your mission, and he'll tell you like, hey, city defense at some point, and I guess we're maybe making an expedition into the bowels of the city. I don't know.
I'm sorry. Wait, what?
And he will look
into the bowels of the city.
Yeah.
When? Who?
We're working on it.
Who's
Workshop.
working on it?
Council.
Oh dear.
When did they get it there? I mean, if they're working on it, we want in on it, right?
But you are one of the adventurers they'd send to go do it. They don't have
Okay,
people other
never-
than you to go do it.
All right, never mind. Just making sure. Knights Aaron are weird. He's not even in the night. Is he in the Knights?
Nope, he's a member of
Yeah,
the Hunters
okay.
Guild.
Yeah,
Following Asher, a couple minutes later, while you guys are off doing your own things, Aura would stop by, and she would likewise.
Aura.
And say, "Hey guys, how's it going?"
I mean, fairly well. We got the barrier up and running for like 45 seconds.
It's pretty good. I'm glad to hear that was you.
Did you think it was someone else?
I never know, but I don't want to jump to conclusions.
True.
Looking at her, she looks pretty hopeful, like everybody else. Much like Gwen, she is kind of like, "Hey, things are going great."
Oh no. Unfortunate, because
Right. Well,
She
glad to hear
said
you guys
all
put the
that, and
barrier
I'm
up.
like, but I don't trust her.
Any
That's
other
not
news?
true.
Anything else that I should know about?
I mean, mostly we're just trying to navigate the city in a way that doesn't end in our brutal and untimely deaths.
Right. Great. Cool. Well, I'm here for you if you need anything. Also, we talked before about getting you guys into the alchemy district.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
Well, it's potentially possible, but I'd rather not. I could lead myself and then taking along Fergus and Vito. They're my two most loyal. They're also the best fighters. If we're going up against something that big, even for an hour to distract it, we'll need all the firepower we can get. But I won't have anybody else really loyal to me inside the keep while I'm gone.
I mean, is there... yeah, and... I mean... I'm trying to think of a way I want to word this, which is essentially just, is there any way to recruit people to your side, Aura?
Other than to work some more miracles, no.
Alright.
I might have some work for you at some point, but nothing right now.
over the table,
Yeah.
would could we, because we mentioned like wanting to tell her about the saboteur. I mean, if she caught the saboteur, I think that would build a lot of trust and boost her pull.
You're not wrong, but we'd have to prove it also.
Yeah.
Like, that's the real big thing. Because, if no one is really on Aura's side, or, she doesn't have enough people on her side, the other faction can just be like, this bitch lying.
That's true.
Not real, trying to seize power. Power grab scheme.
This is true.
I don't know if Siv's brother-in-law is that type of person, but, he could be.
He's smarmy enough.
He's smarmy enough.
Then.
So at that point, it's just kind of when I don't know when we're gonna necessarily decide to tell her. That's part of the problem. Let me get an insight check on this lady.
Sure.
But she says, Verity just says, no, I'm honestly surprised that, now that I kind of know how the barrier is put up, I'm honestly surprised that Basil was able to keep it going as long as he did. And even the outside barrier, that seems like a really tough task.
Yeah, she would remind you that it's like all of the knights and the city guard and the army gave their lives to hold the barrier up.
Yeah, it was a lot.
So he was the last line. He held it for a couple hours on his own, that kind of vibe.
Yeah, it was a long time.
What do you want to know?
Does she appear composed with us talking about the barrier? Does she seem calm? Is she fidgeting?
No, I think she's excited, but I don't think nothing that's you would know Aura fairly well. I think at this point, kind of has the more of the cunning vibes than the super charming vibes. Kind of that kind of person, right? Willing to how do I put this in a way that makes sense? She's the kind of person that would probably stay composed if she was lying to you. But also she's not giving off any obvious signs, and it sounds like she's genuinely interested in helping save stuff, right? She has fought alongside you to try to turn on this barrier before.
Yeah, that is true. It would be very difficult to... What has Rowland been doing? Has he been trying to fucking fix the barrier?
He's a guard duty, I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. It would be quite silly for her to sabotage keeping the barrier up in such a way that results in her commander getting royally fucked up trying to keep it up. And
That being said, she did get a promotion.
I mean, yeah, but people still aren't fucking following her. So, like, what good is the promotion if no one will listen to her? I'm not saying that she could have foreseen that, but, like, I feel like someone cunning like her might have.
Maybe. It is up to you guys.
Ah! We should just make a decision! I think maybe we should tell her. I think out of...
I don't know.
we can wait longer if you want, but I think out of all of the people that we could tell about this, other than Basil, she's probably our best bet. So I guess it really just is like, do you want to see if we can try and get in with Basil and talk to him before we tell her?
That would be best.
But in which case, how the fuck do we get in to talk to Basil?
We need to get the herbs.
Right, but that's in the fucking alchemy district, so now we're right back where we were!
Verity.
Yes.
Roll me an intelligence check.
I'm pretty bad at that, but I will.
Flat.
Okay.
I will see if you can put together the piece of the puzzle.
Oh, I love puzzle pieces. Ability check. Normal. I got a 12. I have inspiration. I can roll it.
I mean, you're welcome to. I will tell you flat out that a 12 is not good enough.
I'll just roll it again.
All right.
I can't get more inspiration if I don't spend it. I got him.
Whoa! Dumb as a
Like-
box of rocks.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't give you the hint.
Misery.
The Selenius
Oh, man,
brew
that
just
was
hits a
so
little too hard
rude.
at that moment.
That was so rude.
I think Civ can also roll this. So do you want to roll me a flat intelligence?
Ability check?
Flat intelligence, just ability check.
I'm gonna also...
Man, we
Oh my
suck.
god. Alright, inspiration again, to see if you can figure out the puzzle piece. Alright,
Yay!
so
Civ is
you
smart.
think back to who you're potentially looking for. If you recall the letter, whoever they are, 2 of them were strong enough to kill the king and all of his royal guards.
Right.
So if you're looking for people that are wickedly strong to do, the person you're looking at probably isn't the same person you trained with and know exactly the strength of.
That's true.
Yeah, that is correct.
Right? Out of the people that could be hiding their strength, you fought alongside her recently, for her life, basically, against all those enemies, and also you were there when she grew up and trained and knew each other since you were young.
Oh, that's nice.
Interesting.
Good job, Civ. You have a friend, kind of.
Kind of.
Kind of. She kind of hates you, but maybe not as much now.
Hopefully.
You put up the barrier for 45 seconds. She should.
Everybody else cool is dead.
Damn.
She's like a sister,
Oh my god.
but one that isn't married to Raoul.
Alright. That's my only piece of motivation I could give you for making a decision.
I mean, that's a pretty good piece of motivation in my onion.
Eh?
Unless
Maybe
Sid's
we
dad
could-
was
we could-
lying and he's the bad guy. Whoa!
Whoa!
Certainly. That would be
should we pose a
wild.
question to maybe test her allegiance?
I have a slight thought, and I don't want it to be this, but I feel like it really fucking could be this.
Oh.
Yeah, well, Verity's brother was part of the Hunters Guild. I don't know if that counts as being a saboteur. Or not the Hunters Guild, the other thing.
Adventurers Guild.
Adventurers Guild, yes, thank you.
They're Explorers Guild.
Whatever, that thing.
Thank you.
One of them.
I don't know if that necessarily counts as being a saboteur in the sense of trying to stop the barrier from going up or keep staying up. but I also don't necessarily know that the Saboteur is part of the Knights Errant. There's a possibility that one of them could be in the Knights Errant, but like I'm throwing spaghetti at the wall.
Did you
What do you
guys
mean?
really
But
think,
I'm nervous.
you guys really
Okay.
think that I didn't introduce a whole cast of sick characters in this city only for 2 of them to be the bad guys?
I mean, that would be really sick. I just don't know who the bad guys are. Man, what if it's fucking
Brederick.
no, wait, what's his name? Shit. Johnny Vance. I hope it's not
Oh,
Johnny
no.
Vance. That would
It's
suck.
Flounder, all right. Let's be honest. It's Flanders. It's clearly Flanders.
Flanders, no!
Flanders. Flanders was the bad guy the whole time.
No, see,
I
again,
knew it.
going with my yellow is the big bad theory. Could be yellow.
He certainly could be hiding his strength. He's a fucking weirdo.
Freak. I'm telling you, I'm calling it now.
Maybe we should stop giving him
It's-
spices, but he pays so
I just
well.
have this image in my head of like a loading screen tip where it's like, oh, you know that guy that died last session who was like a warlock? Yeah, Yellow's his patron. It's
Oh,
like, oh.
wow. Oh, thank you for the tier 3 sub. Jesus.
Oh.
Yo.
Oh my goodness.
Big sub.
Big sub.
Sub.
Thank you, Solro. Wow.
All right. So, should move along.
Yeah. I
Oh man,
wanna tell
so
her.
much has happened.
Anything else I should know about?
want to tell her.
I think
we
maybe
tell
we
her?
should. I think we should tell her.
Why are you all whispering?
I
We
think-
should tell her.
Whisper.
should tell
We
her.
should tell her.
Okay.
Let Civ do it because it was his dad.
It was his dad.
I
I offered the wisdom of, do you want to talk somewhere more private?
Yes. Yes, I
Cool.
do.
Do that first.
Step into my office.
Why would I do that?
wait, what?
Why would I follow you?
It's sensitive.
Oh, okay. All right. I suppose that's fine. Great job at talking to people instead of just telling them things. Yeah. We'll all crowd in here. I got
I'm
the-
gone. That's good. The other me is no more.
Air will do the air thing and guard the door.
Oh my god, Air is so good at that.
What a queen.
Thank you, Air.
All right. What is it? What could possibly be so important?
I'm gonna check this window.
Uh,
You don't see anybody outside.
Good.
when we last ventured out, we went to my father's residence,
Right.
one of the only buildings that still stood on the outskirts of the city.
Mm-hmm.
Within his desk, we found a note that was, shall I say, troubling.
Right.
The note, it talked about potentially 2 saboteurs who brought down the wall,
What?
the barrier surrounding the wall,
Really? Do you have this
potentially
letter?
causing this whole catastrophe.
Or
to
the
happen.
note? You called it a letter. Or you called it a note. It is a letter. Do you have it?
Yeah, he would have taken it.
Cool. Did you intend to say things slightly weird there? Because that's not exactly the order that happened, but it was close. You're not trying to obfuscate things or beat around the bush here, right? You're trying to tell her the truth.
Yeah, I'm not trying to beat around the bush.
Cool.
No.
Yep, sounds good. Yeah, because it's you didn't like mention that it was like, if you had mentioned like, oh, it was a letter he specifically wrote to me. These are things that like I was curious. Did you want to mention that kind of information? If she reads it, she'll know.
I have nothing against mentioning that information.
Fantastic. Just curious. Yeah, if you would hand her the letter, she would sort of take it and read it for a moment.
I'm watching her like a hawk.
She would
Yep.
hand it back to you, Civ, and like sort of tap you on the shoulder. All right. You think these spell blades are here in the city?
I think they could be hiding among us.
Among Us mention.
Among us.
I had to go out of my way to. Every single one of the NPCs has a thing for if you tell them, and I had to go through and erase whatever I wrote Among Us. Right.
have a hard time believing that if they did all that work to bring the barrier down, they just skipped town once it was down.
Well, we have to figure out why they did it, no?
I mean, that too.
I mean, there's two things I can think of immediately. The first is that whoever did it has to be very strong. The other is that whoever did it needs a motivation to have done it. For example, I can think of only 2 people that could potentially be strong enough to do that, and one of them is dying and the other one is dead. And she would say that would be Basil and Salas. So we need to figure out both of those.
I don't know that they had to have been residents of the city prior to sabotaging the wall, but it's a good place to start, nevertheless.
Well, it would have been very hard to get in to the city unless they were here when the barrier went up.
A fair point.
I mean, that means that they'd have to have been, what, a traveler visiting here? They must have known it was going to happen? Who could have known that was going to happen?
Someone with that kind of strength, I have no doubts.
I mean, we just spoke to someone that could literally tell us some of the details of his death before it happened.
Right.
I don't think it's that terribly far-fetched to think that someone might know that kind of thing is happening.
You would maybe know this, like, nobody who could read the future knew the cataclysm was going to happen. Like, it literally came out of nowhere, from nowhere.
Interesting.
God's just said, nope, we're done. We out.
They just
You
clocked out.
have, you have the insider knowledge, you know.
I'm gonna be so real, I don't quite remember what the actual catalyst was. Did we learn
That was the name of your
what
boat
the
in
catalyst
Rift.
was? Yeah, I know, but did we learn what the catalyst for the fucking cataclysm was in the other campaign? I didn't think we did.
Because I don't remember if I did tell you, I can't answer that question.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
I'm pretty sure I either gave you like 95% of the hints or directly told you.
Yeah, I'm working with
Well, I mean, in this
actually,
campaign,
no, I mean,
none
it
of
was
these
just
characters would know anyway.
No.
So,
Nope.
like,
yeah, so there's no point in like thinking about it.
yeah.
Right.
Yuffie would suggest, perhaps somebody of nobility?
Who's left?
Well, if this was before the cataclysm hit, perhaps somebody came through, somebody higher rank, or a noble perhaps came through.
Maybe.
Though I do not know of any political powers that would have this kind of capacity.
Do we know how anybody could have gotten into the city to cause such a problem?
I have an idea. It could be Cassius. I know it sounds pretty far-fetched, seeing as how there's pretty much nothing that, or at least I don't think he has nothing to do with, but think about it this way. How did he know that there was a crypt all the way at the bottom of the city where he could perform some kind of horrendous experiment on Cactalia?
What are you talking about?
He's really scary.
Who did this?
A man known as
This is
Cassius.
above table.
Ooh.
I mean, it's not a secret.
Uh,
Cassius Tesh, not a secret. He's a very scary assassin man from Goldcrest that
Right,
wants
good
to
know.
kill us.
We'll put that one on the back burner until we figure this out. We think he's responsible?
Yeah, I'm gonna be so honest. I don't think that he's involved. I think he's got his own shit going on, and he's just trying to make the best of the situation he's in.
Everybody intelligence check, please.
okay.
Flat intelligence ability check.
Oh, it's
To
gonna be
see if you
great.
can piece together this other
It's gonna
thing.
be great. I got a nat 20, but it's a 19.
Alright, well, Verity, that's good enough.
I'm so dumb.
We don't like your roll. Because I'm still looking for it, because I... Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, the 19's good enough. Verity, you think in the back of your mind you're vaguely remembering a way that somebody could just have appeared in the city.
Okay, that gasp tells me that you know it, but I
It
don't know
was.
if
It was
I
the.
know.
You remember the post office thing?
Post office thing. What the post
Yeah,
office thing?
The one that they're in the.
Yeah,
in the
that
city
moves boxes, not people.
Oh.
No, that's not it. Good guess though.
Hmm.
Who is he?
My brain hurts.
Somebody could just appear in the city. See, that makes me think of, like, how Myth can crawl through shadows, but also, like, how Thaneris just kind of pops up. And,
Well,
you know,
Thaneris is a hero. That's different.
true.
Definitely on the options, like, could have been a hero. Like, that's one of the things that heroes can do. They can just travel between planes. That's just a thing they do.
Heroes are cool.
I mean, then perhaps it was a hero, considering they can just kind of travel between planes. They could probably just pop up somewhere.
Yeah, Air walks in and checks on how everything's going.
Oh,
Oh.
over the table, I feel like that it might be Astrid.
I mean,
Astrid? I mean, those, yeah, they have been getting in, haven't they?
It just
I'm
makes
still trying to think of how someone could just get into the city.
Well, I mean, the parallel dimension world that they live in, potentially.
I guess, but the way I might be reading too much into it, but I don't know. Like based on the phrasing, I feel like it's something that I know. I just can't remember.
I'm yet again. It's a classic thing of I don't know if I said this explicitly to you.
Yeah.
But like,
But if you tell me, the cat's out of the bag, so it's better for me to just try and figure it out.
yeah, it's kind of like I want to just tell you because like I don't think it's like that crazy, and it might be just me being weird at telling stories and like giving you the facts and the fact that they've been spread out over the course of 8 months.
No, you're fantastic. Never change.
Thank you.
It is probably on the other end, which is I am silly and I don't remember.
Yeah, I'll just shoot it because I feel like it makes sense. And you also rolled really well on those checks. Do you guys have any idea how Air got here?
She was riding on Myth and got attacked and fell.
Yes, and as far as you're aware, she's not even from this dimension.
Yeah.
Yeah, also that.
Great. That's the only other way you can think of that, like, other than
Candlelight.
like advanced level teleportation. Somehow, when the cataclysm happened, Air just popped into here.
With a small soul. Really, really tiny.
That was kind of the thing that I was hinting at, which was that is another possibility. They're either here in the town. Basically, what I'm telling you is every single character you've ever met is a possible option.
great.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because even if they're from this other place, when the cataclysm happened, they could have just popped into existence on our side.
All right, it's yellow.
It's see.
Everybody, let's break.
Yep.
Boss fight next week.
Oh man. I knew it.
Yeah. Oh man, that's so. Ugh. Thanks, Air. Thanks for
Happy to help. That was what I was trying to hint at.
being plot. Thanks.
Okay, bye.
All right.
I mean, it's all well and good to think about like who it could have. I think that maybe trying to suss out a motive is going to be. I hate to say quicker because I don't think it'll be quick.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I would not throw 3 billion hours of your effort into figuring
Oh
out this
no,
mystery.
absolutely not.
You don't have the clues, and it will simply happen when it happens.
Yeah, no,
Um,
that was not what I was suggesting.
Yeah, it's not as interesting. It's not as good as you think. It's not like go interview all the NPCs and figure out who the bad guy is. I didn't do that.
Yeah, I got you.
It's not Clue.
It's not Clue. No, there was not Colonel Mustard on the wall with a great sword.
Oh, see, I was thinking it was Miss Peacock in the billiards room with a candlestick.
No,
Oh, that would've been very on
it's
theme.
the butler. It's always the butler.
Who could have guessed? All right. With that, Aura would say, "Well, we'll have to figure that out later. Is there anything you guys have a lead on right now?
Not particularly.
I mean, mostly our leads currently are. It would be nice to talk to Basil, but in order to do that, we kind of do need to get to the alchemy district. So that does put us on like a longer timeline in terms of resources and whether we can get that done.
We have 2 options on that front then. I could try and help you get in. I suppose I could also give him a message. I can potentially reach him if I really needed to. We could also do that mission on the alchemy district. However, it would mean ceding a lot of power inside the order.
Yeah, which
If you
worried
want
about.
to try to sneak in, I could see about pulling a couple guards. We don't have enough people to guard the whole castle. Once you get through a couple layers of our defenses, you're in.
Stealth mission to try and talk to Basil.
Ooh.
That's
Sneaky,
fun.
sneaky.
I have disadvantage on stealth checks.
Um,
Fun.
I do have
Yeah.
invisibility.
I also have invisibility.
I got Misty Step. That's the best I got. and darkness, but I don't think a walking orb of darkness is going to help us.
I have scarletite armor and a really light ghost lantern.
I am a walking beacon.
I'm hot. I could distract the
I will-
guards.
You should blind them. Do not look at me. I am too bright. I am God.
God, see, that just makes me think we make this elaborate setup where like Tornrobe stands on like a large pile. We cast the ghost lantern behind him like a.
So I'll tell you the way we would do it. We wouldn't do it like a. I wouldn't have you like all roll stealth checks. We would do it like a kind of like a montage. And we would do 2 skill challenges in a row to see if you guys get caught. They're not going to be easy. But it's like we do like the prep where you guys like make like costumes to break in. Like we would do it like a movie, like a movie montage for like a heist.
I can't believe we're gonna play Ocean's 11.
We can do that tonight if we have time.
Yo. Stealth mission.
Stealth mission.
I say yay.
Looks at
Cool.
watch. I'm not doing anything else.
Cool. Other thing we should do before anything else. We should spend your money before you guys do anything like that.
Oh yeah, how much money do we have?
That's not my problem.
Oh,
We
treasurer of
have-
ours.
We have just under 4,000 gold, but it can be 4,000 gold if I convert some silver.
Ooh.
So, with that, let's go ahead here, and we will return to this conversation, and we'll like have you guys like say like you'll meet up tomorrow when you've taken your long rest and everything.
Yeah, sounds good.
And in the meantime, we'll do some shopping.
I love shopping.
Oh my god.
Shopping. Okay.
You got a +1 halberd.
You like to buy a +1 halberd?
I don't remember how much it is.
A +1 halberd will run you 500 simoleons.
Oh hell yeah! I want a fucking yes! I want a halberd. That's
Would you
a
like it to be
+1.
made of a fancy material?
Like what?
Oh, never mind. You'd have to upgrade it again to make a scarletite sword.
I don't want to do that.
Very well. You can just have a high. If you have 500 gold pieces, you can just have one.
Can I have 500 gold pieces, oh treasurer of ours? Will that put too much of a dent in our 4,000 gold fund?
Wait, what are we upgrading?
I have my sights set on a +1 halberd.
Gotcha.
If we don't want that, I can wait. It's fine.
Does True Silver Arms and Armor, they can make the +1 halberd right now, right?
Yeah, it's 500 gold pieces to make one.
How much is it to... Oh, has the soup kitchen been upgraded?
If you double click on it, you can open up. Can you open up the sheets and see all the stuff for them? If you like double click on the name.
Yes.
Oh, duh, yeah.
Yep, all that's there. And if it has level 0, you haven't upgraded it yet.
Well, that's a morale boost.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like we're already at an all-time high for morale.
Well, you will need to upgrade morale eventually
Right.
because you have to get to 10, and you're currently at 6. So you
Yeah.
need at least 4 more morale. You're welcome to do it now, and then you can launch the next, like the defense mission later. But at some point, you need to get up 4 extra morale.
I
Or we
feel
can
like
go
we should
funny side
do
quests.
soup kitchen, halberd, and then like one major building.
Once again, Mr. Sweets and Such, Brederick McMuffin goes unupgraded.
Well, I mean, do the refugees have money to pay for sweets and such, or do they need to visit the soup kitchen?
These are questions that I'm not prepared to answer. You should just upgrade the soup kitchen because it's funny. Or not the soup kitchen, the bakery.
Nah, fuck the bakery.
No.
No, you know what? Brederick, he deserves our patronage. He's looked so sad.
I truly don't care. We can upgrade the bakery. It doesn't matter to me.
Sure.
Sweets and such.
All right,
Okay.
let's upgrade speech and stuff.
So let me know. Let's come up with the list first, and then we'll do it all at once. That way we know
Okay.
where the money's going before we spend it.
Uh-huh.
So
Good
it's
idea.
500 to upgrade sweets and such. It's 500 for the halberd. Let's call that 1,000. You have 3,000 left.
It's 500 for the soup kitchen if we wanted to do the soup kitchen.
Right, but I
Shaman was just saying
hoping-
he wants to do like a major building.
Mm.
How much is it for brash defense?
We can just
I
look.
got
Brash
check.
defense. It's an armory. It's 500.
500. Okay, that's
It,
not
it
too
just
bad.
increases the amount of weapons that are available, and you can go there to buy +1 ranged weapon ammunition.
We could do the garrison
Good. Get you an extra squad to help defend.
and +1 morale.
Yeah, we get like actual bonuses for that.
Yeah.
Actual, and as opposed to mythical or whatever.
Right.
I'm looking through. Give me one second.
Eating at the bakery can provide minor boons. I love me some boons.
So, to remind you guys, there are minor boons, which you get from the bakery and the bathhouse, and there are major boons, which you get from the cathedral, and I'm trying to remember what the other building that gives up major boons is. The Great Hall can also give up major boons if you upgrade the tavern.
I see.
How much gold do we want to have left after everything is said and done?
I can't answer that question. I will tell you. Have you read what the Great Hall gets when you upgrade it?
Provides the warmest and safest rest in Aristea. Unlimited
Well, it's already
supply
level
of-
1.
All right, well then never mind. Increases
you
the
need-
quality
you're
of
looking at
living
level 2.
quarters, fully stocked crafting areas, purchase of magical beverages and food.
Those are rainbow drinks.
Oh!
We want some rainbow stouts. And
Let us
magical
upgrade the
beverages.
Great Hall, Shaman.
Oh my God.
Grant us your permission, oh wise keeper of the funds.
Okay, so Great Hall, sweets and such, and the halberd. That's what we'll do.
All right, that's 2,000 gold. I'll leave you 2,000 in the bank.
All right,
feel like
I'm
we
gonna
probably-
take it out.
I feel
Okay,
like we probably
also,
could spend 1,000 more if you.
Yeah, I would don't go below 1,000 because you might need to do
Oh, yeah, no,
you might
for
need to do a
sure.
greater restoration.
Yeah, that's not what I'm saying per se.
You
yeah,
also-
level 1 is 2,000 for the. Okay.
Other things of note that are like vaguely things you might want to do. If you want to be able to send letters, you have to upgrade the teleportarium. If you wanted access to any items, you could upgrade stuff like that. The Explorers Guild is currently damaged, and it costs 500 gold to repair it. After that, you don't spend money to level it up. You just do quests for Johnny.
Oh,
How
that would
much
be
silver is in a
fun.
gold?
There is 10 silver and 1 gold.
10 silver, 1 gold. Okay.
So if you wanted to, other things that I would recommend, like if you want access to all the quests you guys can do, you have to upgrade the Explorers Guild.
I think that might actually be something we probably should have done earlier.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't think that we have to choose, though. I think that we can just also repair the Explorers Guild in addition to what we were like all the other things we were doing.
Oh,
We still
100%,
have-
yeah.
We still have 1,500 gold left, which is above what our minimum needs to be.
Yeah, I would say keep 1,000 just so in case you really need it.
We don't have 1,500. We have 1,000
Why do we only have 1,000? What happened to the other 500?
because the Great Hall is 1,000 to upgrade.
Ah, I can't count.
Mm.
Can't do math. Did you know that? Sheep can't do math, famously. Look it up.
Sheep don't need math. They need
Okay,
baths.
okay, so that's. I mean, that still puts us at our minimum.
Yeah, we're still good.
Yeah,
Just get it in there.
you would have access to Johnny's quests.
Yeah, I do. I like quests. Quests are fun.
Quests.
Let's see how much silver I can convert.
I have 43 gold pieces.
You'll have enough like good sell. I don't know if you really needed to.
All of the things I have, I kind of want to. I mean, I have a barrel of fine wine, but I don't think that I would sell that. I think I would just give that to the people. Because they probably need more than I do.
I didn't remember to do this when we did it earlier, Verity. Would you describe the time that you went to go talk to Euphemia? Would you describe that as the thing you were doing for her or for yourself?
That's a
Was that like you feel bad because your friend feels bad, or was that because like, oh god, I gotta go cheer her up again? Which one of those would you?
No, it was definitely the I feel bad that she feels bad, and I am going to go cheer her up because
Sick.
I don't want her to feel bad.
Cool. Good to know.
Ooh.
I did a selfless act.
Morality.
Yeah, I think that the plan we have is the plan we should stick to.
Yeah.
I'm a little biased because I'm getting a +1 halberd out of it.
All right, I will lock in Sweets and Stuff as a level 1. It is maintained and staffed by Mr. Bredrick.
Mr.
Yeah.
Bredrick McMuffin.
Bredrick McMuffin.
And it is level 1 has been paid. All right, so I will go ahead and increase the. Let me open up the city table so I can go ahead and change the morale before I forget. Because it will get very complicated if I forget to update the morale. Heroes and Dead Man. City Restoration Project. Current morale.
We're doing so much and yet
okay.
so little.
So the bakery has been upgraded.
Hooray!
You're also doing what other buildings? Great Hall.
And the Explorers Guild.
Great Hall goes to level
Wait,
2.
we are doing Explorers Guild?
That would put us at 1,000.
But no halberd.
I am confused as to why you think that.
4,000 gold pieces. We spend 1,000 on the Great Hall. We're down to 3,000.
Uh-huh.
Then we upgrade Sweets and Stuff. That takes us down to
2,500.
2.5. The Halberd, it takes us down to 2. 500 takes us down with the Explorers Guild to 1,500.
So it was 1,500, like I thought.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, you still have 1,500.
Oh.
If you want to do that. I'll assume you guys do until you tell me otherwise. Great Hall has been upgraded. No morale boosts, but you get access to the funny beverages.
Hooray!
What do they do?
You'll have to find out.
Well,
You'll have to find out. They're great. That's all you need to know.
The Explorers Guild has reached a level 1 from the upgrade cost.
Hooray!
And you have completed the first quest, which is Pile of Rubble, which is to repair the building.
Woo!
All right. And then I got the Explorers Guild, I got Sweet and Such, I got the...
Does Flanders have a proper
Hall.
dog bed now?
Yeah.
Oh!
Good for him.
It's
Yep,
like
so you should
comically
be-
big.
That was 2,500 down the total spent, so you should definitely have 1,500 left. With that, you guys completed spending some money. You get your +1 halberd, or do you need me to add it for you?
I mean, it's there. I see it. The halberd +1.
Oh, you grabbed it, sick.
I didn't
I was-
grab it. I just have it.
Did
Did I already have a +1 halberd?
I think you already had a +1 halberd.
Did I really?
I don't know how long this has been in your inventory, but you just own a +1 halberd, and all your weapon attacks have a +1 bonus. You've just had a +1 halberd.
All right. Well, then never mind. I think maybe I just forgot that I already had one. In which case, we don't have to spend that 500 gold, which
Would
is
you like
great.
to upgrade a different building?
500 extra gold, y'all. It's basically free.
I mean, we can do. What I want is to upgrade brash defense because of the smithing, the stones, the sharpening stones.
Ooh.
I mean, you could do that. Yes, smithing stones are good. It's up to you. You could do that. You could also. You have.
I
Yeah,
have
true.
a fire one, and I kind of want to use it, but I kind of want more options than just fire.
You have 2,000 gold pieces. You could always upgrade Yellow's place.
Yellow.
To give us more
True.
cash, yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, 2,500. I lied. You need
Never
2,500.
mind.
No.
Never mind.
But I mean, once you do that, every spice is worth 2,000 gold pieces.
Wait, is Verity's crossbow, is that the +1 ammunition or?
I have +2 ammunition.
We've already found a +1 crossbow, and she's been shooting +2 ammo out of it.
I have
okay.
9 of those +2 crossbow bolts left.
Well, +1 ranged ammunition's pretty darn good.
Yeah, no, I think that's pretty good. Like, I don't think that brash defense is We're gonna have to upgrade most of these things, if not all of them, eventually. So we might as well get the level 1s out of the way. Like, you know, like I don't personally think there's any point in agonizing. If you want to upgrade brash defense, I think we should do it.
Yeah.
I would love to upgrade brash defense.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I will upgrade his building real quick, and I will remind me if I don't upgrade his inventory to tell you what his new inventory is.
Hey, Doug, do you know what you should
Yo, don't. No, this is not going to work out for you.
Oh no.
do? You should upgrade his inventory.
I'm going to morph. All right, good job, everybody. Good job spending money.
Why must you tempt fate?
It's fine. All right. Well, I don't want to go
I'm a conduit of silliness and chaos.
too much longer on our little intrigue session here.
Mm.
Because I know we want to end a little earlier today. So with that, we spent our upgrades. You guys have a plan for next week, which is to maybe stealth into the keep.
Yay!
Outside of that, we should try to pick what quest you guys want to do next.
Oh, I love that.
Just to remind you guys, the Knights could have a quest for you guys next week. If you wanted to ask Aura how you could help out and get her some more rep, you could ask her to help out with that. You could do that next week. You have a quest for the Mage Tower. You now have a quest for the Explorers Guild. Mage Tower wants you to go out and to go to like their old headmaster's house and break in.
Yo, breaking into places.
And the Explorers Guild has not explained to you what they want to do, but it's a funny little quest and it takes place inside the city.
Ooh.
I wish I could tell you more about it, but that's what I got for you right now. Other than that, I suppose if you guys wanted to pick another, if you wanted to, because I decided I didn't want to just throw them in randomly. If you guys want to take on the quest of finding an artificer, finding an alchemist, or I will throw in finding Abdul, you can do one of those 3 quests as well.
No! I'm not actually advocating to find Abdul. But the other
You could go on a quest to find Abdul if you wanted to.
The other things sound more important and possibly more time sensitive. But Abdul's just a camel by himself.
Yeah, he's probably so scared.
Yeah.
I assure you Abdul's fine.
He's a poor little guy.
I'm still not convinced that Abdul is just a camel. But I suppose we will cross that bridge when we come to it.
Maybe. Abdul is the big bad. Expanded theory.
I need one of those things to be decided to be for next week.
Okay, I think that I like interacting with Johnny Vance and I like doing things for him. So I think that would be a fine thing to do.
I think that we could potentially do both the Explorers Guild and the Keep in one.
You certainly could.
Yeah.
I think that would
That
probably
sounds
be a
fun.
good idea.
All right, well, I'll give you a little. Now you don't get to know anything about the Explorer's Quest. It's too funny to tell you. All right. With that, we have one last piece of information I wish to get across to the party.
Oh boy.
As you guys are taking this long rest, you've all buttoned up for the night. People have left. The tavern is quiet. All of you are doing your very things. Verity, you would feel Kaseri sort of sprint into the room and jump up onto your bed.
Where have you been?
Kaseri is soaking wet. And she's holding in her mouth a letter.
No.
Oh my god.
What is this? I mean, is the letter for me?
You grab it?
Yeah, I do. I have to.
All right.
I hate this.
This is what the letter says.
Oh no.
You get to see this. You're welcome to share it whenever you'd like.
Okay.
It's been a while since I sent you a Discord message.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Here you go.
I'm chomping at the bit.
Oh, let me edit that. He wouldn't have written best. That would be stupid. I literally just added that because I realized I didn't have a signature.
Hmm.
Here you go. That's better.
Thank you.
I think Yuffie would notice
This is
like a
after
Sari
it's
running
gone
at-
dark.
Oh, okay.
You can we'll see what Finn well not what Finn. We'll see what Soft wants to do.
How would you know that, you dummy? Ugh, my brother's so dumb.
Whoa?
Did you say that?
No, of
Okay.
course,
I was gonna say what?
of course not.
All right. And as the final thing for this session, Verity, would you like to share that information? Yes or no?
Shit. I mean, I
What would Verity do?
you would definitely share it with Euphemia because she's talked to Euphemia about her concerns about her brother.
It is up to you if
Hell
you wish to do
yeah.
that right now, or you could have sent that letter exactly to Finn, and you guys could talk about it at work tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Next week. It's up to you guys. However you want to do it.
That is
it'll come-
entirely up to you.
Nah, Verity will get up and march over here
Oh.
and Euphemia,
Hmm?
wake up. Get up.
What is it? What happened? Are you okay?
He sent me a letter.
Your
He knows
brother?
I'm here. Yeah, and she will show Euphemia the letter.
Oh.
I will send it to you.
Oh my god.
Ah, Doug will send it to
Oh
you.
my god. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
It's more official if it comes from me.
Woo.
Here you go. Damn Discord formatting.
Oh. What? What? Oh dear. She is Verity standing. Like that?
Yes.
Okay. I think Yuffie would just kind of like pull a little on her like arm just to like get her to sit down because that's a lot to sit.
Oh yeah, she goes easily. Oh man, she's unsteady on her feet. Fucking Kasari leaving to go talk to my brother.
Kasari's like standing on like the bed next to you. Euphemia.
Ew. Go wipe your paws on the
Verity-
ground or something. You're getting my
Now
back dirty.
Verity will actually turn to Kasari and say, or ask, "How did he look? Is he well? You see him? You must have."
These are good questions. I'm trying to think of how Kasari would answer it at this exact moment.
Kasari's a cat.
Yeah, she would say, he's well. That's all I can say.
Right. Thank you. And she will pat Kasari on the head.
Kasari enjoys it, but in a sense that like I can't be. That this is not time to be a cat. Right? That kind of vibe.
Yeah.
It's like this is time to be serious. Familiar. My boss gave me a mission.
But it was thank you. Thank you for bringing that to me. And I don't know how he thinks he knows or knows that the calamity isn't done yet. I don't know who's telling him that.
We need to tell Civ and Tornrobe this as well.
Euphemia, you have to understand that
I agree that we should tell them. But I need you to understand that even after, he's still my brother. You understand that, right?
I do. It's...
What
Look,
would you do if it were Phodia?
Ooh. Phodia is someone that I unrequitedly trust with my life.
Unrequited? Damn.
Well, I mean, like, or not unrequited. What's the word? Unconditional. That was what I meant.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. Thank you.
I thought that was pretty requited.
No. Words. Unconditionally, I would trust him with my life. If he did something like that, I truly wouldn't know what to do, so I understand the hesitance, and I will not do anything with him unless you say so. He is your brother, not mine. But at the very least, the other two need to know as well, even though I don't know how receptive they'll be of this, considering what your brother might have done.
Yeah, I kind of...
Yes. But there are friends, right?
Right.
We can trust them, Verity. It's okay. Honestly, I'm quite pleased that you've come to trust me enough to show me this, but we're all in this together. Cue the Wildcats.
No!
I was on the edge of my seat up until that moment.
Yeah. All right.
But
We gotta tell the boys.
we do.
I'm sorry. Finish your thought.
Yeah. She is going to reach out and hold both of Verity's hands. It's very gentle. And she says, there are a lot of people in this world that are quite morally gray. I don't know what your brother exactly has done. I know that he does have blood on his hands, but we all have skeletons in our closet. And if... Don't laugh at me.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. You said he had blood on his hands, and I was like, allegedly!
Allegedly!
Which is silly and stupid. He definitely did it.
But we all have skeletons in our closet, and perhaps the four of us together, we can figure out why, and hopefully, at the very least, understand what he's done. And understand how he knows this. This is... We can't keep this from them.
I'm just worried that the reason that he knows it is the worst possible reason there could be. I don't know what happened. This is the first time that my brother has spoken to me in 6 years.
Oh, pain.
You wanna roll me an insight check, Verity?
Sure. Although, I don't know. I like insight. Insight fun. I got an 8.
Can I roll an insight?
Okay.
Because Yuffie also read...
Inspiration. God
You can help Verity.
Yeah.
Help me.
Yes,
Verity?
I shall help.
Attempt to reroll, please.
21.
Ooh!
That's much
All
better.
right.
Thank you.
Got you, homie.
Looking at this letter, there's a couple things that strike you as strange.
Oh.
It's definitely written by his hand. First things first, you can tell that. Secondly, the order of things is not necessarily what you would have expected. It's obviously like a weird letter, right? But you're kind of surprised how there's no like, are you doing okay? It's like almost like he doesn't care or he's assumed you're fine. One of those two.
What was the first part that stood out to me again?
I just thought it was his handwriting.
And that it's weird.
It's a weird letter. Like, this is like obviously like a weird subject matter. He's not like, oh, how are you, friend? It's been 15 years. You know, he's not doing that. It's like he's trying to communicate with you. He's just like, he doesn't care how you are. He like knows or you're okay, or he doesn't care. One of those two things. So I guess that's kind of what it's like. A little strange that it's like, it's not like, are you doing well? He doesn't expect a response at all, right? And I guess the last thing is that if it wasn't abundantly clear, that last thing is a one-person trip.
Yeah, I figured.
Cool. That's kind of what I was trying to think of.
I mean, I don't think it's terribly like out of the ordinary for. This is funny because it's a Detective Conan reference in my head. Because there's a part of me, it's like, well, if he's not asking about you, then he knows that you're fine, because that's how this shit works. But also, like, she has been like fucking traveling with Kaseri, like his literal familiar. Like, I don't think there's any reason for him to not know that she's like at least, you know, doing fine.
That's a question that I can't answer.
I know
for
that you can't answer it. I know. It fucking hurts.
I guess another point of order that might have something to do with this that you would think of. If he's been able to look through Kaseri's eyes this whole time, he wouldn't be surprised at why you're here. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is true. He did ask, what on earth am I doing here?
That's the kind of thing that he would probably know as if he sent Kaseri here, right?
Yeah, that is true.
These are all pieces of the puzzle that I can no longer say anything on because I've given you enough clues.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're correct.
There you go. There's some bit of extra context because I wrote that letter.
What are you doing?
With that, do you want to wake up the boys and tell them?
Yeah, we got to.
Cool. How do you do that? Let's try to do it quick. Like 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Yuffie would walk over to Tornrobe first and lightly shake his shoulder. Like, usually she's pretty like, I don't want to touch him, but she's in serious mode. She's like,
oh, hell yeah.
Get up.
Great choice. Roll me a medicine check.
Oh.
No.
I'm gonna use my inspiration because why not? I want to know. 17.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
What do you know about Tornrobe?
We're learning lots of stuff today.
What do I know about Tornrobe?
Yeah. Do you know anything about him?
Bird. Cemetery.
My
Hey,
first thought was
thing.
going to be like, he's cold. He's pale white.
And you like
He
grab him by
sparkles in
his
the sunlight.
shoulder and like give him a little bit of a shake, and you're hit with that like freezing cold temperature that he always emanates. And you sort of walk over and look at him. He's standing dead still in the corner, doesn't even move, and as you touch him, you realize he has no pulse.
Oh my god. Oh my
Our
god.
friend is dead. Our friend is dead. Our friend is dead.
Yuffie is going to just shout, and she is going to kneel down and start like patting him in places to try and find a pulse of some kind.
What are you doing? What in the places? If you're what are you looking for? Can I?
He like starts opening up his robe and stuff.
Your pulse. You don't.
My what?
Your pulse. I couldn't. I was going to wake you up, and I couldn't feel your pulse, and I thought you were dead. But
Bird tilt, head to one side.
As you can see, I'm not.
He gestures outside.
I am very clearly alive. What gave you the impression that I was dead?
The whole no pulse thing.
What is a pulse?
she scowls, and she will grab his hand and put it on her chest and be like, This This is a pulse.
I feel. What is it that I feel? Like a extremely warm heartbeat, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Tornrobe is baffled and flabbergasted that anybody would grab his claw and put it on somebody else's hand, on somebody else's body, anywhere else. Like the bird is shocked because no one has ever touched him in years, or much less grabbed his hand to put it on somebody else's.
Yeah, you only touch dead people. You're weird.
Exactly.
What a weirdo.
But the more he feels his pulse, the more like he feels his heartbeat, and then he puts his own hand to his own chest.
There
What
is
do
no
I feel?
pulse. Dead
No pulse.
still, as it has always been.
No pulse for you.
Yuffie lets go, and she kind of like leans back. She's like, God, your hand is so cold.
Verity just kicks the bed frame that Civ is resting on.
Much less.
Thank you for waking me, Verity. It seems I've fallen asleep in my armor.
It was a fine coma.
We don't. We don't have time to. We have. I have serious news.
Oh?
We'll unpack the weird no pulse thing later. She will stand up and
for
stand
later.
next to Verity. Just and like kind of motion like everybody get in here. Come here.
Tornrobe shakes it off and just walks next to everybody. Which is here.
Thanks.
Alright, squad, everybody huddle.
Yeah.
Squad huddle.
My brother sent me a letter. Rather, he sent a letter with Kasseri for me. And he said some things that they don't necessarily confirm my suspicions, but they make me feel
Yuffie puts a hand on Verity's back.
correct. That he might have had something to do with that business at the keep where your sister was, Civ. At the very least, it seems like he has information about the calamity and what's in store for the city. I'm just going to show them the fucking letter. I don't...
Yeah, cool. I will briefly summarize because I don't want
Yeah.
to post it again. Actually, I will post it again.
You're fine.
Yes,
Do
please.
whatever you
Oh,
need.
so you could post it in like the chat and the
Yeah,
Game.
that's what I'm doing.
yeah.
Oh god, I can't put spaces. Oh jeez. All right, this is what the letter says. There you go.
What a way with words my brother has.
By the gods. Quite the cheery one, isn't he?
I mean, cheery is not necessarily a word I ever would have used to describe my brother. Determined, unique, charismatic, but cheery, no.
Is he a tiefling like yourself?
No. He's human.
Human.
If he is nearby, what makes him feel like he's in such a better position than this city is in?
Yeah, it makes me think that maybe he's involved, or at the very least, he knows who is. If he is saying that he can get me out, then, I mean, there's power there at least. But... it's not like I can just leave.
And what does that even mean, anyway? Getting out of Aristea? Another plane, maybe?
I mean, honestly, I kind of took it as the city itself, and not the whole of Aristea. But
Oh,
mean,
there's
that
a
poses
city
some
named
problems.
Aristea, isn't there?
No,
I
Arceus is
just-
just the world. That's like saying they're gonna wipe the Earth clean.
The entirety of
okay,
the
the whole
place.
world, big whole world, whole world.
Which begs the question.
How powerful is your brother that he offers you to save from a realm-ending calamity?
I don't know. As far as I knew, he wasn't powerful enough to do that when he left home, but 6 years is a long time.
6
Salvation.
years.
Doesn't seem like it'd be that easy to find in a mere 6 years.
I think that it's more likely he got in with someone powerful that at the very least could give him what he wanted.
And you don't think power corrupts? You don't
I
think
didn't-
that same power... Sorry, go ahead.
I didn't say that. I definitely think it's possible, but
We're trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. If there has to be a reason as to why.
I'd like to find him and at least talk to him. But you had to know. And now you do.
Well, in any case, Verity, I very much appreciate your trust.
And he takes a bow.
Thank you for sharing this with us. This might not have been too easy.
Yeah.
Yuffie's gonna smile a little bit at Verity. Look at you go. Making friends.
Don't do that.
She doesn't say that, but she like it's the look in her eyes is very easy to read. Like, yeah, look at you go.
I
Right.
Right.
thought the
Hold it.
Oracle was going to be the heaviest thing I would be able to carry today.
Oh.
Seems this letter has proven that wrong.
Well, if anything, it's more reason to find him. And we will.
I mean, that's why I'm here. I just want to see him. And let him know that I didn't just ignore him for 6 years. He might already know that, but I'd like to tell him in person if I could. But that is something for another time, I think.
Well, if anything,
Yes,
we'll find
in
him.
due time.
Always could.
Yeah.
These are the things that if ever there's a lot of talking, plot will happen.
That is my, oh boy, we must.
Gotta love the plot.
Give
Plot.
everybody a little bit of something today.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll get back to the other important things that happen.
Yes, certainly. All of those things.
Oh man, that was perfect. Perfect.
Lore.
Haven, what are you doing?
Talking is all you'll get, Doug, when you put 4 lore heads in a D&D game.
We're just yappers.
We're
I'm just happy
yappers.
somebody finally touched Tornrobe. I've been watching for that the whole campaign.
Tornrobe's fucking weird
It
Zombird.
only took 15 or 16 sessions.
Perfect.
Zombird!
Zombird. Very strange.
Alright,
We'll
that's
crush
what I
that
got.
cross that bridge when we come to it next week.
Yeah.
It's something we're all together to play.
Yeah, because I mean, Yuffie's got questions because what the frick?
Once the conversation's done, Tornrobe will just go back into his corner and stare at the hand that Euphemia grabbed.
Yuffie's kind of staring at him like, is he gonna stay moving? Is he breathing? Like, I can't tell. But yeah,
Ooh.
man.
All right, well, we're trying to get out of here early tonight.
Yeah.
That's all.
All right.
And more, but we done nothing's quick and subtle. So with that, I hope you guys had fun playing in my campaign this week.
Always.
Yes.
Never a dull
Thank you, Doug, for running it.
Happy to be here, be a nuisance, and to throw curveballs at you because I will never stop doing that. Well, I mean, I will. I'll run out of them eventually, but
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
I got a couple more for each of you. Yeah, but I gotta balance them out.
I feel like you
know.
underestimate your own power.
What's up,
What?
Verity?
I just,
What?
no, I just said, what are you doing? I'm just like, I want to shake my fucking brother. Anyway.
Oh, I thought you were talking about your cat. I was like, huh?
No.
You can start
Cha-cha is,
Kazari.
Cha-cha's napping.
Oh, precious.
It's not lap cat time.
Oh,
But yeah,
man.
thank you for writing and making and running the game. It was very fun, even when you send me things that make my brain hurt.
Yes.
It wouldn't be fun. Literally every adventure I've ever written is just, you don't know what's happening. I will tell you when you get there.
God
look
damn
forward
it!
to
What's
it.
going on?
But it will all come together.
I'm sure.
It will always come together.
We'll figure it out.
I would be in the middle of war-torn Iraq, and I would still find a way to join this session.
Man,
That's
I
a
love
lovely
that.
compliment. I don't know if I've ever received one quite as rich.
Good one. No,
In 2006.
I take Friday D&D very seriously.
I was gonna say, genuinely, it's like coming to like my favorite show and wondering what's gonna happen next, and then I also get to play in it. Hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
I'm so.
And that's what
You don't know
get
how pleased I am to
Tuesday,
get
man.
like everybody else's lore. Like I love getting Yuffie stuff, but I also get so excited to learn about my party. I love them.
I've said it before, you guys are my best players. You do a great job of role playing.
Oh my god.
Oh.
My other players will do stuff similar to this, but they also they're not quite as good.
Nah, I get
I
into it.
appreciate that, Doug, as this
No,
is
that's-
only my second campaign.
You're getting carried, but
You're
pretty good.
so great.
Very good.
Y'all are so great. I adore all of you aggressively. I love my friends.
But yeah, wouldn't be the same without you guys. Oh.
And we also love our viewers.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do.
All of y'all out there. Oh my god. Sometimes I forget that we're recording because I'm just having too much fun.
I'm in the
I'm also
D&D
streaming.
zone.
Yeah, I'm truly, my brain becomes Yuffie. We are one. I am a princess. Anyway, I do have to take the crown off though because it is time to wrap up stream. So, thank you guys so much for joining us. Big love and shout out to, all of y'all as well as our fun cast, our DM. You guys are great. And we will be back next week, knock on wood. So,
Hopefully.
I'm not going to raid anybody because I never do after
Without a
D&D.
doubt, we'll be back next week.
Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, brother.
Heck yeah. Anyway, we'll blast off and we'll see you next week. Good night, everybody.
Good
Yeah,
night.
everybody.